Make sure everything is fine. Okay, we should be good now. Ah, yeah. What a day, bro. Holy shit. One should be good. Okay. You know, type shit that just kind of hits you out of nowhere, dude. Holy. Hello, Mandy. Hello. Bro, I'm getting harassed by a fly. Holy shit, get out of here. He was using his bike to make electricity. Yeah, so... They... Show me fuck off. Holy shit, dude, don't get me started. Ooh. Oh my god. So they set us up on like a temporary power grid that kept going out every 5 minutes. So like, I kind of gave up on streaming after that, and like an hour ago they set us up on a more like semi-permanent solution until they fix it, which seems to be holding up. So fingers crossed. Hopefully nothing bad's gonna happen. But if it cuts out randomly, you'll know why. And if it actually cuts again, like, I'm just gonna give up for today. But we should be okay. Should be okay. Chilling in bed for lurking? Hell yeah. The 8 PM bed rotting special. But yeah, like the power grid. Okay, so it's not just my town, by the way. The power grids of a whole bunch, like basically my entire region, they all caught up in flames at the same time. So it's probably like some sort of like brand of power grids that just didn't survive the heat wave. But that's why I was out for like longer than anticipated, because usually they have like emergency protocols for this, right? So they typically within the hour they will have like emergency power grids set up and ready to go. But because a bunch of different towns, including like big towns, blew up, you know, it took a bit longer. It was because we were talking about coke. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? That's funny, isn't it? Bro, fucking NC Soft shut me off, man. Oh to god. Welcome back, thank you. And hello again, everyone. So unfortunately, obviously, we had to cancel Sanctuary 3 for today. So we'll do it tomorrow. So I guess I'm just gonna fucking chill and do some dungeons and old stuff tonight. Like, I never stream on Wednesday nights. But, I mean, I wasn't really, you know, dealt a hand to do otherwise. And I didn't feel like stopping stream today altogether, so yeah. Here I am. Also probably gonna mean like a big stream tomorrow, since we're gonna be doing Caldrix in the afternoon. So yeah. I'll join 12 minutes later. Alright, take it easy, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Right, let me turn these in. But you know what? I'm gonna say maybe it's not so bad that my power went out, because at least it spared me the Reddit crew complaining about the BM. Right? Let the other streamers deal with the bullshit, you know? And come back afterwards. Yeah. Probably, you know what? I was spared. That's what happened, dude. It was divine intervention. Like some like entity knew what the fuck was going to invade my chat, and they were like, you know what? Nah. You get to have a good day today. Since the biggest brain of the community, okay, well, I don't know about that, but tell me what are the pros and cons of joining the early access server? I mean, it's pretty simple, right? The pro is you get to play the game earlier. The cons is that you will probably play with the whales. Like, if there's gonna be whales in the West, they're gonna be on the early access servers. Also, we're gonna have to see how many servers there are for the early access, because there's gonna be, you know, all of the big streamers that don't actually give a shit about the game, but will just play it because it's the new thing, right? That are going to bring like very, you know, dented communities on specific servers, and that will abandon them within a couple of weeks, right? Which means that those servers in particular will suffer the most, right? So, broadly speaking, if you play early access, that's fine. Just dodge the big populations and dodge the big streamers. And we'll have to see how possible that is. All PvE content is cross-server anyways. We'll have to see, right? Because in some cases, like typically when they do those like separation between early access and quote-unquote free-to-play servers, sometimes they also separate the instances for PvE. So we'll have to see. Either way, it doesn't really matter too much. Most Valorants will go early access, better play with noobs on the whole server. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, broadly speaking, I'm gonna be... Look, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be honest, right? If you are completely new to the game, you have no prior experience from Korea and Taiwan, and you do not... you just want to be a casual player, or you don't want to, like... You don't intend on swiping at all, probably wait for the full release servers. You're probably gonna have a better time. Because the early access servers will probably be the sweatiest ones. Right? And hello, Raiden. I am so horny for this game with low ping, I will probably pay the EA servers. Yeah, I mean, same. Like, ultimately, I would probably prefer playing on the full release servers, but, you know. I'm gonna be playing early access as well. What's this about early access? Yeah, they announced early access, Raiden, which... I've been saying for a couple of months, of course they're gonna fucking do it. And I've been telling you guys, the 17th is gonna be the early access, the 22nd will be the full release. They gave dates? Not yet. Just that there's gonna be a 5-day early access, which basically tells us it's gonna be the 17th. 100% it will. Because the 22nd of September was the release of the original AION in 2009 in the West, right? So they just want to mimic that. People will say that players in TNL waited for over years for them to merge EA servers with the rest of the world. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know exactly what they're gonna do, right? But ultimately, right, when it comes to the early access servers, the only one that really suffered in TL were the North Americans. And the reason why the North Americans suffered doesn't really have much to do with early access in specific. It's just that North America had the biggest streamers that kind of fucked the servers, number one. And number two, North Americans don't stick to games, right? They never played these games for too long. So obviously North America had a bigger ratio of abandoned servers on the early access ones. Early access is a completely different server, yes. Early access, the early access crowd is going to be isolated from the full release crowd. But it's probably going to be for the duration of season 1, if I had to guess, until the progression evens out. Which is fine. 22nd makes sense, yeah. Like, again, I've been saying this for a while. Early access 17th, full release 22nd. And lo and behold, they confirmed early access, so at this point it's basically all but confirmed. Alright, well, time to go back into the dungeon gulag. Assume we can still do dungeons cross-server between early access and not. I mean, we don't know about that. In Throne and Liberty, in some cases you could, in some cases you couldn't, so... And hello, Husky. So yeah, we don't have the deets on everything. We don't have full detail. The room is full. I'm gonna join this guy. Cannot find room. Fuck. I mean, I'd go in with a sprout. Americans are the casual. Let's see. Oh, why is my OBS lagging? Holy dude. Casual hype gamers. Yeah, I mean, North Americans players just like, they just jump on a game, they play it for 2 weeks, and then they quit it. That's just the way NA players do, right? Which is why MMOs in general, like, do worse in the NA crowd compared to EU, because EU tends to stick to game for longer. From the perspective of someone who wants to invest a lot into AION, it's probably not an irrational decision to stay there until I'm able to transfer my character. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's not really going to matter. It's just that if you want my personal opinion in terms of how it's going to go, if you want to avoid the biggest whales, you're not going to avoid all of the whales. But if you want to avoid the biggest whales, you will want to avoid the early access servers. Because that's how it always goes. Hello, I am 550k CP. I don't know what is best to upgrade already. Have Arcana level 5, focusing on stigmas, have crafted Eoric weapons, crafted Crimson Guard. I mean, after some point, right, like, you just need to work on your gear as a whole. Like, you want to upgrade your accessories, like, have Philistons and everything. You want to work into getting your Caldridge Brooch. Like, there's like 60k combat power locked behind these. You want to work into getting your Faded Bracelets. There's a lot of combat power stuck behind that as well. You're gonna want to work on, like, properly rolling your armor as well. Like, get all of the nitty-gritty, like, smite, perfect, like, attack percent, etc., on all of your armor. Enhance your armor a bit as well to get some to get caught up on the HP. Like, basically, once you reach that point, you want to focus on the nitty gritty. Then from then, game play based on flavor of the month, yeah. And that is why typically the NA servers tend to suffer the most from early access servers. Makes sense. The 17th is the day. I'm not sticking my dead grandma until NC says so. I mean, I get that, but it's very likely going to be the case. Does your server have a lot of English community? At this point, Taiwan doesn't have many English-speaking players, broadly speaking. So I'm playing with Southeast Asian people that speak English, but that's about like that's the best you're gonna get. Any news about Gladiator? How bad was the nerf? I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know exactly like what it translates into. Obviously, like, the only thing I can tell you for sure is Gladiator lost RDPS but gained ADPS. Is the ADPS gain enough to make up for the RDPS loss? I don't know. Is Gladiator fine? Probably, yeah. Either way, we don't have content where, like, this kind of balance shift would matter to begin with, so. First, my short attention span. Yeah, NA is not beating the allegations. It's pretty significant ADPS increase, but it's overall less RDPS. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I got from reading the patch yesterday. I don't know the exact numbers, and the thing is, in terms of like the exact numbers, we just simply cannot get them right now because none of the endgame content lives long enough to get good data. So for now, gameplay wise, it didn't change shit. So yeah, just stick with it for now and see how NCSoft like reacts. Hard to be motivated to grind to grind the game. September is like 2 months away. Yeah. Is story maps from Ilios and Asmo different? Yes. It is. Damn, this guy left. Unfortunate. Alright. Well, damn, this guy has... I mean, sure, though. Why not? Yeah. If everyone's opinion is nothing changed, NCSoft won't react, that's backward logic. It's not that... I mean, bro... Raiden, let's be honest for 5 seconds, people are overreacting about it. But the thing is, are they reacting in the right way? Probably not, because most people just see more ADPS and are like, oh my god, the class is broken, because no one in this fucking game, for some reason, understands that RDPS exists, right? So people just look at number on a DPS meter and then they don't fucking understand what's going on. So, I don't know, man. You know? I don't know what to tell you. The only thing that I can tell you is that for now, it doesn't really matter because the content is piss easy. For the time being. What key are you using for macro? I'm using a mouse button. Oh yeah, I need to change NOP. I mean, it's not too important for now. I'll change it afterwards. It sets precedent. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not in our hands to decide that. It's gonna be like how the Koreans and stuff like that react to it. Oh yeah, right. My graphic settings got reset. Oh yeah, you guys want to know something funny? The crash that I had with the power grid outage entirely reset all of my game settings. All of them. Oh yeah, I may have to reduce some settings. I was using an MMO mouse. Yeah, I'm using a Corsair, like a 12 button one. I'm glad to be a DPS. All DPS don't more DPS than a gladiator. I mean, you still have all DPS, right? Like, we just don't, bro. We just don't know what the fuck the DPS data is. Like, I would not lose my mind over this, because I think gladiator has good ADPS right now. How the fuck does it translate to actual content? I don't know. Are you going to get early access pack? Yeah, I will. I mean, bro, I kind of have to. I kind of have to. Is there a pass skill 2 in this game? Haven't played any Korean MMOs myself. I'm just curious. I mean, kinda, yeah. I wouldn't say it's on the same level as WoW or 14 though, because we don't have a tool that is as intricate as WoW logs or FF logs. We like most of the parsing tools that we have are just dog shit. I'm just trying to give an opinion. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, right? Like, at the end of the day, the reason why they did this is specifically because like gladiator players were asking to have more ADPS. So I understand why they did it, but it's too early to really say exactly how the fuck it translates to the actual game. Yeah, I'm gonna need to adjust my graphic settings a bit because my frame rate is like dropping like crazy. Is my okay? Well, my whatchamacallit. Okay, I'm gonna let them do this. I'm gonna try to fix a couple of things. Let's see, because I'm pretty sure my frame gen was turned off. Where's frame gen in this again? Because it's definitely turned on in my NVIDIA. Bruh, what the fuck is frame gen in this game? I forget. I don't even know what the frame gen option is. I mean, it's definitely not there. Ah, brother. Upscale to DLSS. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. There it is. Yeah, that's why it feels like shit. Thanks. Completely missed that. And it actually just unironically just reset everything. That's so fucked. Using VSync? Usually not. I mean, I guess it's turned on this, but I mean, I guess with frame gen it doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna have to redo all of my fucking settings, dude. I don't understand how crashing reset fucking everything. I'm not sure I understand why, because I've crashed before. So like, why did this specific crash do this? But yeah, whatever. Like, gold. Yeah, because usually I use frame gen through the NVIDIA thing, right? Because it's just better. But yeah, I mean, for now, like for this stream, this is gonna be scuffed, and it's gonna be good enough. Which one are we going to? Well, we're dropping, boys. Yeah, we're definitely not doing 2 though. Not at this range. Yeah, you guys can go there and die. I'm just not gonna do that. there a way to save the character creation preset for global? We don't know if we're actually going to be able to do it. Hopefully, we just don't know. At worst, I guess we'll just take screenshots and do our best. Yeah, okay, it's dying pretty fast. Can I get a group like this boss again if I get useful data? Yeah, but the thing with like... The thing with RDPS data is obviously you also need good group members, right? Like that's the problem with this game right now. Like first of all, we don't have DPS meters and websites that analyze RDPS properly, and second of all, we just don't have the content where any of it is relevant because everything just dies too fast right now. Gladiator. Okay, we do have a channel though, so I need to reset my stigma once inside. Oh no, we don't have a channel anymore. Never mind. Can't contribute that much DPS. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying like, you know, Final Fantasy 14, like new content levels of like grinding the enrage on like the last second type shit. But the current endgame literally dies with over 2/3 of its enrage timer left. So you're not gonna get good data from that shit. We're going to take a Lost Ark approach and eventually add really hard content. We'll love that. I mean, I hope they do too. Like, to me, the PvE offering in this game is competent. They have shown they can make some good shit, but it's not enough. There is not enough, and it's not difficult enough, in my opinion. So yeah, I do hope we'll get more. Have you ever played Lost Ark? Nah. I was busy with other stuff when it came out. But I played 14, and 14 has harder fights than Lost Ark. So like, I get it. I'm craving more. Like dungeon faster than any group I can get killed the second boss. I wouldn't say at harder fight in Lost Ark. I'm specifically talking about ultimates. Obviously, I'm not talking about fucking extreme fights. Like, what do you think? Ultimates were a joke compared to Lost Ark. No, I don't know about this one, Chief. Look, at the end of the day, I don't think 14 is excessively difficult, but at the end of the day, like, Ultimates were probably some of the hardest PvE content that exists within the MMO space. Bruh. Have you seen Lost Ark raids? I mean, obviously I was following Lost Ark closer to release, right? So anything past a year after release, I haven't really been following that much. Obviously, right? So it certainly probably got harder, right? But at least at the time, from what I saw. Oops. When I Lost Ark with within the first years with Argos, which wasn't hard. I stopped like paying attention to it after the first Hell mode. But I mean, Lost Ark is a great PvE game, like, for sure. Ultimately, whether it's 14 or Lost Ark, I don't give a shit. I just want AION2 to, like, get that type of content, you know what I mean? Like, ultimately, like, regardless of what the comparison is, I do hope AION2 gets there. Hello, Ray. Other ultimates. I mean, even like stuff like TOP. I mean, ultimately, again, ultimately doesn't matter. It's just that relative to what we have in AION2 right now, like, again, the hardest fight we had on release was Cleric. And like, speaking in 14 terms, Cleric is basically like a turn 1, maybe turn 2 savage at best. So we kind of need more, you know? You got the Drake mount? Yeah, of course. He lives. For now. Surely the emergency power grid is gonna last, right? Yeah, surely. Black. We're gonna do. They keep doing. I mean, so far they haven't made any DPS check tight in AION2. Like, it's been very accessible, which is fine, right? Ultimately, I don't really give a shit about, like, you know, I don't really give a shit about DPS difficulty, especially in the game with combat as simple as this one. I care more about mechanical difficulty, and I do hope like they're going to deliver on this more. Do Arcanas only give passive skills? Some of them do, yeah. The bell and the mirror only give passives. The compass and parchment is only skills, and the chalice, and the scale gives both. On fight being easy is a good thing. Watching you. I wouldn't say it's a good thing. Like, I think it's fine for the more like accessible content to be easy. Like dungeon, like the difficulty level for those dungeons, I think is fine. It's just that in terms of the pinnacle content, it needs to be harder. Because otherwise, it's not going to hold people's attention in the long run, right? Like, just look at 14. If you take 14 and you remove ultimates, you lose so much of the playlist. Because the only reason why most of the raiding scene gives a shit about 14 is because ultimates exist. You know what I mean? It's the same thing here. If you don't have a pinnacle content that's harder, in the long run, your hardcore players are going to get bored and not give a shit. I don't know the damage required. I think you do, though. Like, the DPS check on Cleric is not high. Like, genuinely, it's not high. Like, again, the initial raid team that we had half of the raid team with over 200 ping, with like genuinely not the best gear at all, and we were still on pace to make the DPS check. All right, let's see. Interpret content ammo. Hard content as hell, content only for players that will want it. I mean, yeah, that's why they have difficulty modes, right? I join the room and you leave. Bro, I genuinely did not pay attention. I did that off the corner of my eye. I mean, if you want to come, we can make a group though. I actually would not be playing 14 if there was no ultimate. Yeah, I mean, that's just at the end of the day, right? Like, if you don't have some sort of pinnacle content to aim for, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, people are only going to be entertained by grinding gear for so long. You kind of need something to use to, like, you need some sort of like pinnacle content that makes you go like, yes, this is why I'm playing this game. Yeah, I could need some runs. All right, do I have you? I guess I don't have you in my friends list, do I? I don't think I do. All right, let me fix that. You're on Bakama, right? You're on the bad server. Oh right, you're fucking Ilios. I forgot about that. Well, let me make the room then. We'll do 800 plus, sure. Yeah. You can just hop in. Hydro Thrice. Balmung role-playing endgame. Ugh. Yeah. That is the bad side of 14. I was talking too hard on that. It's hopping 5k concurrent. Yeah, I mean, it's all about balance, right? It's all about balance. I think the way AION2 is set up is fine for the general playbase. But it's just that they need more, you know what I mean? Like, what we have isn't bad, we just need more, you know? We need more Sanctuary type content, and we need something above. Now, whether it's a hell mode of the same sanctuaries, or it's a different piece of content that is specifically designed for that difficulty, I don't know. But either way, yeah, we just need something. Okay, you're 750. You grew up a bit, holy shit. Yeah, you didn't lie about enjoying swiping, holy moly. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. 530, 530, I don't know, dude. I mean, maybe you're in chat, but 530 is a bit, yeah. Like, I don't mind, but I don't think people will want to join a group with that. $800 plus for both 750. I mean, that's just the norm, you know. I mean, hey, I play support, all right. I have an excuse. Well, this guy is definitely not. I mean, this is okay. 590. I mean, I guess he plays Channer. How are you 590 with this gear, though? Genuine question. 680. Who are these people? No. Get something other than your Ebony Guard, brother. Like, I mean, this guy is fine, but for some reason his combat power is so low. It doesn't make any sense. What happened with the last stream? I don't want to talk about it. His new pendant is +2. I mean, mine is +5, and I'm 760. So, like, this guy basically has, like, the same gear as I do. Like, functionally, yeah, he kind of has the same gear as I do. Check his board. I mean, his UCL is 100%, and he has, like, full cards. Yeah, this doesn't make any fucking sense. His genius is, like, orange and gold, too. I don't know. This might be just... It might just be a bug. Yeah, just visual bug. Yeah, because, I mean, this is rolled... This is not rolled the best, but it's rolled okay. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, it has to be a visual bug. 100% it is. Okay, now this guy, I can get behind. And he left. Never mind. And he's gone. Alright. He doesn't want to play with us plebs? Yeah, probably. But yeah, the previous stream ended abruptly because the power grid of my town literally went up in flames. So, usually when that happens, that's not good. No, not the best. Yep, that's a Guna. You already know. I guess I can just change to 750 plus, yeah. Let's not be like that. No, there we go. How's this guy? Yeah, it's fine. Oh man, he's a bit low too. That's weird actually. But whatever, should be okay. French moment, yeah, a bunch of power grids blew up in France apparently. Yeah, so, you know, things are not looking the best right now. And this guy's using Powder Storm. Ugh. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, the thing is, if Earth's Blessing actually overrode Power of the Storm, it wouldn't be that big of a problem. But it doesn't. So it just kind of cucks the entire group. And I don't know how to tell Chinese channels to not use Power of the Storm, so... yeah. Is it worth better in Powder Storm? Yes, it is. In part because the Cleric one is like permanent. It's always up. And Predation is pretty strong. Like, Power of the Storm isn't bad per se, but yeah, it's up half of the time. And it's overall a bit weaker because the CDR effect is not as powerful anymore. Oh my god, Judge is hugging the front. I don't know why Rangers put their fucking circles on the boss, dude. Like... These people have no fucking survival instinct, I swear to god. Welcome back, thanks. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. Everyone fucking died. Hate to see it. No pressure? Nah. No, Enchanter's Fault is a game full of use all 25 stigmas. No. I mean, yeah, but look, at the end of the day, I have to swap stigmas every time a Chanter joins the game, right? Like, joins the group, so... We're both in the same situations, alright? I'm not saying it's ideal, I'm just saying... You kind of have to do your due diligence as a support right now. You adjust around the comp. Black. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that Defiance nerf overall. Like, it's probably a good thing for the game because the self-reset spec was stupid. But I guess indirectly it did buff CC. But yeah, I guess all the more reason to play Templar on global, right? Although locking the chain behind the spec, I don't think I agree with that per se. Because it doesn't really feel great. And like the chain is like mostly shit for most classes, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, it was designed as like something that should be baseline, you know what I mean? So maybe they're gonna have to redesign some of the chain skills to be, you know, more appealing. In the Berserking to remove shock. Yeah, I mean they need to just like to have more appealing chains if they're gonna make it a perk, yeah. For sure. Ooh. We are winning, chat. Very cool. Thank you, that's all me. Damn, everyone fucking left already. It's AION, no one wins. We are all losers. Nah, I'm feeling like a winner today. The passenger chanter stays? Of course he does. I mean, hey, it works for me, right? So I don't have to redo my spec again. Templar, yeah, sure. Lucky Turtle. 830k Templar. Very cool. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be an inherit angle. Okay, I don't really have a really important thing in my Philistine slot anyways, so yeah, I guess I'll just inherit right away. Like, I just need to keep 40 inheritance fragments, like orange fragments, to craft my Horn Dragon Guard. That's it. Like, the rest I'm just gonna use towards the armor. Oh, I need to do my Ludras. Yeah, I need to do my Ludras, actually. I guess if the group, like, breaks again, I might just go do my Ludra. It's easier to do early in the week. Like, find some sprouts. Just get it done. I'm arguing with bots in AION2 Discord. I'm not gonna say anything, because otherwise I'll be in big trouble. What is the analogy for broken arm? Or is that an analogy? No current logic, it doesn't follow up in long term. I mean, look, at the end of the day, that's just the internet. You just kind of learn to ignore the noise. Just be happy that you don't do shit like content creation, because at least you can choose to not engage with those people. Think about people like me, alright? I constantly have dumbasses coming into my chat and saying like the dumbest shit of all time, and I just have to like nod my head and say, well, actually, let me tell you why you're wrong. You know? And I have to do this like 50 times a day. But it could be worse, alright? Like, you as a person, just don't engage with those people. You will be all the happier. Sometimes I say something smart. Corridor's 5v1, so I can't eat. Oh, nice. Yo, Kermit won today, right? Let's go, Kermit. Like, they're gonna be riding this high for the rest of fucking Taiwan. They're never gonna get the taste again, you know? Yeah, people staying at Mini doesn't make it easy. I thought you just enjoyed disagreeing with me. I don't necessarily disagree with that, with what you have to say, Raiden. It's just that sometimes you're a bit too black and white, right? I'm a bit of a, like, you know, glass half full type guy, you know? I like to take a more, like, you know, more measured approach, I guess. We're very busy with quarters. Ah, yes. 6 minutes you will never get back. Well, you see, when your glass is completely empty, for as long as mine has been. Yes, of course. I'm glad I found your stream before launch. Well, I'm glad you found me too. We have so much in common. Working retail for a month made me realize I'm not fit for being a live streamer. Almost elbowed a Karen into an 8-month hospital stay. Wow. Okay, well, maybe not that far for me, right? But, you know. I will say that the internet doesn't make me want to engage with it most of the time. And I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. So, you know. What macro are you using on Cleric? Just a simple condemnation into right click. That's it. Nothing fancy. My ping doesn't really allow me to have good DPS anyways. Like, I'll focus more on my macro situation once ping doable. Much about it, have a level-headed take. Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, you can't ask the internet to have a level-headed take. You cannot ask for that. Because most people just think in black and white, always. Without any amount of critical thinking. So, you know, that's just how it is. Like, something is either the best thing ever or the worst thing ever, and there's never any in between. Just kiss already. Alright, calm down. All of my thoughts are critical. Yeah, you're taking critical hits. Not quite the same, not quite the same. Gonna get hit by that. Yeah, this one shot. I mean, we can do two. That's fine. Yeah, 7 seconds should be enough, assuming people don't do dumb shit. Okay, that's fine. We're good. Black. I'm surprised that one black one got hit actually. But yeah, this mechanic is, you know. But yeah, like, again, I don't pretend to have all of the right answers and everything, but I do try to have like a level-headed take on stuff, and I don't give my opinion on stuff unless I have some context behind it. So, yeah. Akira eating shit, for real, for real. Which is why I will never make a tier list ever again. Because anytime you try to do something that requires a bit of critical thinking to like watch and make conclusion on, like, yeah, that just doesn't work out on the internet. Oh yeah, fuck that. We're stuck in Anchovy's corruption. Oh, is the Azimuth not working? Wait. Oh yeah, actually isn't. Hold up. Let me fix that for you. Let me redeem the situation. There you go. Somehow people love tier list. Yeah. I mean, the thing with tier list is that on paper, it's a nice medium to just like get a point across, because it's very visually clear, right? It's like, okay, here are rankings. This is better than this. This is better than this, right? It's a very like quick and easy way to just look at something and immediately understand where something stands in relation to another one. But the problem is that when people just take it at face value without listening to reasonings and stuff like that, sometimes they just get the wrong idea. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. So yeah, I'm just never gonna make another one ever again. Because at the end of the day, I'm not here, like, I am not here to play the content creation game. You know what I mean? I'm just a guy playing this game and I want to share information with people, right? I just want to make helpful content, share information, and talk about the game with people that play the game, right? I'm not here to do sensationalistic stuff. I'm not here to do clickbait stuff. I'm not here to like make a quick buck by advertising a shitty VPN for 30 seconds at the beginning of every video, right? That's not what I'm looking to do, right? So, yeah. I'm just gonna like stay away from shit like this. No one does anything unique. I mean, there was like, at the end of season 3, like there was a pretty like clearly distinct hierarchy amongst the classes, right? Which warranted making a list, which is why I did it. But yeah, no. And hello, you kidding? Or should I say welcome back? Man, what a fucking day today was. Jesus Christ. Like, you guys should have seen the scene, dude. Like, everything happened and then you walk outside, even though it's fucking heat wave, like 38 outside, right? You just walk out on the streets and everyone is walking out and just looking left and right. Like, to try and get confirmation that they're not the only one, you know what I mean? You want to make 15 tier lists like something like, yeah, no, I'm not. I will never make another tier list again. If I do something like in terms of like measuring classes against each other, I'm going to present it in a different format. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'm not doing a tier list again, because I feel like it's giving ammunition to people who really want to misunderstand shit, unfortunately. And this is why we can't have nice things. Here's my tier list. Ping and more ping. That should say it all. I mean, you're not wrong. Ultimately, none of it matters outside of ping. It's a shame. I liked the video. Yeah. But I don't like what it's, like, brought. You know what I mean? Bottom line. Make a tier list for the dungeons in the game. That's a good use of a tier list. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna make tier lists, but only for shit that doesn't matter. Here's a tier list of like the goonage levels of each cash shop skins. And the last one they release is going on S+. Goonage skin tier list, way ahead of you, dude. At tier list when? True, true. I should make stuff like that. Really like subvert expectations. What happened with your tier list? It's just that people took the wrong information from it, and the thing is, okay, here's the thing. One of the reasons why I'm like more and more hesitant overall to give my opinion on like classes and everything is that people like to take things out of context and Like, there's genuinely, like, mentally ill people that will go around and say that I am, you know, doing some propaganda to discourage people from playing Cleric on Global, and that the only reason why I don't like Cleric is because it doesn't do as much DPS as Assassin, and stuff like that, right? So, I'm trying to be a bit more careful, you know, with stuff like that, because I just cannot be bothered like providing more noise in the context of this game, because this game has enough noise. So yeah, I just want to make more pinpoint stuff. Black. What do you think? I mean, there's not okay, well, there's not much in terms of like English content creation in this game that isn't just straight slop or irrelevant information. So yeah, it's hard to find. But again, the game is only out in Korea and Taiwan, right? So that's mostly why. India, you can't change that? Yeah, but I can mitigate it. Like, as I said, right, I'm just not interested to play the content creator thing. I just want to play the game, and if I can help people enjoy the game, I will. Like, that's my main goal. Black. My mango. But the content, same content over and over. Do I dare ask who you're talking about? You know what? Don't tell me. I don't care. You know? Whatever. Two tier lists today. What the fuck? I'm really curious about who you're talking about. That's crazy. Some people will just make shit, you know? Welcome back, Silky. Hope you had a good session. Alright, don't do it. Don't take the bait, guys. Don't go for the sword. You're not gonna have enough time, and you're all gonna die because someone is going to bait the thing on you. Yep, there it is. I tried to warn you. It always happens. That's probably... yeah, no. Yeah. There's not enough people with the collar. 10 tier list already? That's crazy. Was totally fine, was unlucky. I mean, sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the groups I've had today were fine, but this one is looking a little rough. I think after this one, I'm just going to do my looters. Yeah. Like, just clear this one and clear this one and then do my looters. They try to come out and see. Oh, I'm never gonna do that, ERA. Look, at the end of the day, if NC wants to approach me to do stuff, sure, why not? But I'm always going to, like, say exactly what I think about the game. Regardless of, like, whether it's positive or negative, like, I'm not interested in being a paid shill. Like, I'd sooner just stop doing content creation. Like, I would rather be able to sleep properly at night rather than make, like, a quick buck. I'm not interested in that. Which is why, like, I've been by the way, I have been refusing sponsorships for videos just because I don't want to have, like, intrusive ads for you guys. And, like, this is no different. Like, the only thing I've taken was, the LagoFast code thing, just for you guys to have, like, a cheaper VPN code, and because it's non-intrusive, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna go do Ludra. Would you be opposed to making a written guide? What to do after you hit max level? I mean, usually, like, the thing is, most of my guides, I write a script, right? So I do have the written thing already, and I have been thinking about making the written version available to people. Now, the closed captions in the videos are available, and if you really want to, you can get the captions in a written form, right? So you can technically get it in text format, but I guess I could like make it available in text. Why did you fail? People didn't switch to the, like, okay, the thing is with the sword is that on the second one, there's a bait happening at the same time as the sword exploding. So, yeah. If you don't have at least one person standing outside of the bait, you're gonna wipe. But, like, for the most part, like, we wiped because I think one guy hesitated to go into the stack to prevent the sword from spawning. Okay, I'm going to transfer this. So before we do anything, let me upgrade my gloves. Great day, great day. Big upgrades happening. Very cool. Hello, Punuri. No problem, make. Yeah, all good, all good. I can't wait for global. Same. Alright. Let me just do this. Is it... Do I have it locked or not? Okay, no. We good. Let me just make a stone then. Ooh. How much does it cost? 10 mil. Huh. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of thinking about turning it into a chest piece instead. Because I would get more benefit than gloves. Because I would get more damage boost. Do I just do that? It's just 10 mil. Like, I might as well. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm doing it. Yeah. It's gonna drop if you do that. I don't care. The gloves give me the least benefit. Like, they genuinely give me the least benefit. The chest piece is so much better. Yeah, let me just do that. Yeah. That will be a better decision. Better use of my time. And my transfer stone as well. Sorry, I don't learn unless the video is 20 seconds or less and is split screen with another video feed into my ADHD. Yeah, I'm going to put some Subway Surfer footage in my next guide because I think people are losing attention. Some people already said they won't pay for the early access. At the end of the day, that's fine because if you just want to be more chill with the game and you don't want to deal with the people like swiping the biggest amount, you're probably better off waiting for the full release. And you're not going to lose anything, by the way, because you're going to be on separate servers compared to early access, so yeah. Get this from the PD? Yeah. You get the ticket from the PD. Probably answer this 10 times, but what do you think about the early access servers having separate PvP and economy? I think it's fine. Because if you don't do that, then you are... basically, if you don't do that, you are selling progression, which is no bueno. Like, if you do a separate thing, you are... It's making it better. Now, I do think that in the long term, early access people are probably going to get fucked. Because, again, like, the servers are going to be more competitive, and there's going to be, like, all of the people that start early on are probably going to leave, like, ahead of the rest. But, yeah. Overall, like, I think it's probably for the best. Alright, but to get something decent. Yeah, probably going to aim for, like, a damage boost roll. I hate early access in MMOs, yeah, but all of them do it now, right? So, there's that. What the fuck are these roll? Attack. I mean, I'll take, like, a double gold attack or something like that, I guess. I hate early access, but God knows I'm going to play it. Yeah, same. Hey, on Taiwan, I have one question. What is strategy first month of the market? You want to sell everything on pro? Nah, I'm going to go for crafted accessories like week 1. So I'm probably gonna be the one buying, actually. Like, I'm gonna make a bunch of ults and I'm going to hold shit early on when it's cheap. Back attack damage boost. Ah, that's not really the one I want. And the rest is shit. Yeah, whatever. I hate that there's front attack damage boost now. Fuck. I will move off of 5 days to one of the new servers. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to... Like, I'm going to pay for the early access regardless. I'm going to gauge how bad the early access servers are. And if it's really bad, I will re-roll into the full release servers. 100% I will. It's not like I'm going to be losing time anyways. And at least I've got the cosmetics. Well, that counts for something. Back into the game, the ability to sell soul codex and top trade working at nah. We are straight up going to get the latest client. Like, that's literally what it's gonna be. Front attack damage boost. Fuck! Cannot be serious, dude. Yeah, at this point I'm just going to settle with whatever, like, decent attack roll, I guess. I mean, this is decent. Whatever. Do I stay with that? That's pretty bad, though. Nah, I need better than this. I deserve better. Okay, that's better. 20 crit, 13 attack. Sure, why not? I can stick with that for now. Okay, I do need the Philistone, though. Ooh, 15% damage boost goes crazy. Critical hit. Sure. I mean, I probably want attack instead, though. I have enough crit. Like, what can I get in this? Yeah, just attack, right? Pretty much just attack. Yeah. Just give me attack. Willpower. Did they announce something about early access? Yeah, there's gonna be 5-day paid early access. HP. Accuracy. I don't need accuracy right now. I mean, I guess I'll take like Constitution on HP passive. Any enhancement I definitely don't need though. Block. One benediction. I guess I can keep that for now. Sure. I'll go in harder later on, but for now this is fine. Like, I mostly care about the extra damage boost. I mean, attack would be good though. Ah, whatever. Whatevs. Okay, well, let's do some Ludra. I cannot see the Gumba. I'm saying the stat, so it's almost like you're there. I'll just jump into... Ooh. Yo, can I join that? Yo, give me all these fucking sprouts, dude. I'll take all of that fucking Odell. Thank you very much. Foreigners. I am a foreigner. Okay, well, I guess... Okay, this one, maybe? Don't only get 2 max per dungeon? Yeah. But it's hard to find 2 sprouts in a single dungeon. Alright, nice. Used to throw anybody early access to try a few classes and to preview some content that rerolled on soon and also went live. Yeah. I just went like fully free to Throne because it was just a throwaway game for me. Is it possible to get carried through second Sanctuary? Yeah. I mean, there's really one mechanic you will absolutely need to somewhat understand. It's the bomb mechanic on Bargot, but you literally just can have the graph open on your right monitor and go where the graph tells you to go, and you have like 10 seconds to position yourself. Nothing for Cleric. I'm not really happy about the Cleric and China overriding buffs. I think Cleric is in a good spot right now. I don't think Cleric needs anything in specific. Like, Cleric ate good with Chapter 1. The main thing I would like to see happen with Cleric is... I would like for the level 25 Summon Resurrection to give a group-wide self-res buff instead of like just on the Cleric. Because right now it's just too awkward and it doesn't really make sense for it to be like self-res on the Cleric with a res on the group. Like, it makes it too awkward to use. So a group-wide self-res would make more sense. Group did everything backwards, just made the Sprout die and we 8-man last boss. Yeah. I mean, that is an option. Like, if you straight up deadass don't know what the fuck to do, you can just fucking like die early on and let the rest of the group carry you. That is an option. Obviously, it's not ideal, but that is something you can do. But hey, I have guides for every sanctuaries, so if you just want to like a quick refresher before you go in, you can just like have a look at them and keep whatever graph that given pug uses. Like, just keep in mind that different pugs will use different graphs. Like, some people do 184, some people do 148, right? And some people do whatever the other one is. There's basically 3 different graphs. But basically, you're just going to solve it the same way. Just open the graph on like another monitor or something, and just go whatever the fuck it tells you to do. .148 and each one oriented yeah, unfortunately pugs just do things differently. I mean, to be fair, that's just what pugs do, you know. In every game, no one can agree on a single strategy. Even though like they all do the same thing, everyone has to do their own thing for some reason. You waste investing all that AP to push a buff that can be overridden by someone who has high buffs. I mean, that's okay, because at the end of the day, you need to have 10 stigmas level 20. Because of the advanced... Wait, I don't have Odell? Oh, there's no way. Oh, there we go. Okay, maybe the Sprout stuff is gonna save me. Ooh, chat. Do I not have enough Odell? I might have fucked myself. I forgot to check. Ooh. Did it burn my ticket? Yeah, it did. I have to open it. I think I can only open one chest, right? Well. I got an orange. That's good. Well, I have your own guild for global so people can apply for it. I'm not going to make a... I will not make a community guild because I don't want to deal with what is essentially an extended daycare, and I don't want to deal with people's petty drama. I want to focus on the game and on my content. And if people want to interact with me or my community, we have the community Discord. But in-game, nah. Not gonna do all of that. Because I don't want to deal with it. Because like every time you do something like this, like some random guy in your guild is gonna have a kerfuffle with another guy. I don't want to deal with it. I don't give a shit. I just want to play the game, you know? In the end game it's meh, but in the beginning when you grind all that AP, it just seems better used elsewhere. But it isn't though. Like, you need to level up 10 stigmas to level 20 anyways. Like, the only problem with leveling LOP right now is that you have to constantly respec and unspec it when you have a chanter in your group, right? That is one thing that I hope they will fix by either giving us advanced stigma presets or allowing us to just only respec the advanced stigma without respecting all of the stigmas, right? Now that is a valid argument, but for the rest, it honestly doesn't matter. I'm just going to convert all of that into... I mean, I guess Soulbind Stones, yeah, I really don't need the transfer mats. Yeah. Oh god, that is so fucking expensive. I kind of don't want to level up wings right now, though. I'm gonna wait until after I make my guard. Drama and MMO? That exists? Yeah. You would be surprised. Bro, I came from AION2. Like, AION2 was fucking petty drama central. I am done with those fucking communities, dude. Like, nah. I have purged my time. I'm good. Like, dude, by the end of it, I was a mega loner in AION2. I just refused to interact with anyone. Like, I did everything on my own side, just to not deal with people's bullshit. And the one time I joined a pre-made on EU Classic, it took like 2 weeks before there was some like actually mentally insane drama that happened. Never again, dude. I'm good with this. Some of those just shouldn't be adults who find out very quick in MMOs. It's just people in general. Especially with online anonymity, right? You know what I mean? Alright. Lining 2. Yeah, it's the case on every game. Every game is like that. No exception. Okay. I mean, do I do Sanc 2 right now? I mean, I guess I could. You know? I mean, I might as well, because like my pre-made did Sanc 2 without me today. Energy? Yo, you're right for that. If anything, if I do Sanc 2, I should do it on my Ranger. Ooh. Ooh. Do I try to do Sanctuary 2 on my Ranger right now? Yeah, fuck it. It's early in the week, dude. Fuck it. That drummer wasn't even that bad. Yeah, but it was like the straw that broke the camel's back, dude. I was just done after that. It's like the one time I'm putting my trust in people, they do shit like this. Like, come on. Be fucking for real. Alright, well, it's time for my, like, chat. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. My Ranger is straight shit from an ass. Alright, there's no sugarcoating it. There is no saving this fact, right? I need to get carried, okay? So, we are on the mission right now. Is it worthwhile to grind mobs for AP? That's just bot thing because that's honestly, if you want to farm AP, my recommendation is wait a few weeks for the bots to go back to officer, and then go into the abyss and just farm bots for a couple of hours and get your AP cap like that. And right now, if you go into the noob abyss and you just smurf on your main, you're gonna have a bunch of officer bots just out and about already. So you can go there if you really want to like be cheesy about it. Alright. Okay, well, there's no fucking groups for that, actually. And all of these have, like, weird titles. You know what? I'm gonna make one. Yeah. Like, I don't know. 600k? Sure, why not? Like, one tank. And, okay, which strategy? Hogs use 148, right? Yeah, let's use 148. Sure. Is Spirit Master popular? It's not popular, but it's not bad. It's a pretty good class. I did see some officer bots in First Abyss. Yep. Do you use macro on your Ranger? Yeah. Like, the way I have my Ranger set up right now is those 3 lines are in the macro like this, right? Buffs into main combo into right mouse, right? So in this order. And then I have a mouse macro that also spams left mouse button in between all of those. And then I use mark shot and dead shot manually when I need to use them. Probably not optimal, but it works for a shitty ult. Is it worthwhile to spend AP on PvP in the beginning? No. PvE, like, focus on your PvE aspects from the get-go. Off rip. Like, your PvE gear and progression is the most important thing that you can have, even if you care about PvP. Because your PvE progression will also directly relate to your acquisition rate on medals, which is the one gate for PvP. And if you don't really give a shit about PvP, you will never need to make a PvP set. Even if you want to engage with like PvP adjacent content like sieges and stuff. It's time to be a PF terrorist. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna die to mechanics. I'm just straight up not gonna do DPS. I mean, I guess the question is, it's a bit late for Taiwan right now, right? Yeah, it's 3 AM, so I guess I'll sit in PF for a bit. Oh, there's a Kermit guy here. Do I try to join this guy? I mean, this guy doesn't even have a strategy. So, okay, these ones do. Okay, I'm gonna try to join this. Probably gonna get kicked because my combat power is dog shit. Surely, right? Please, do not check my combat power. Damn. We'll get him next time. Just saw the plat metal box for 175 mil. Yeah, people are actually fucking crazy on Taiwan. A single platinum medal is not worth 175 mil. These people are like insane. I mean, I can... Okay, well, these guys are gone. Okay, well, I guess I'm making the group again. Well, I should have named my old something Chinese, dude. That might be. I guess I'll sit in PF for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and if it doesn't fill, I'll do like, I don't know, fucking Arcana dungeons or something. Sure, why not? So I have 70 mil on my Cleric, right? Left after morphing the shit, right? So I need 50 for the transfer. And I'm gonna miss... Okay, let me count. Like 390 million plus... Okay, so I need 170 million total. So I'm missing 100 mil, essentially. Yeah. I'm gonna get a bunch from Clerics. Will I have enough energy for Clerics? I mean, I probably will, yeah. With the natural recharge, I will. What kind of combat power do I need for Citadel Hard? Hard? 650, 700 on the low end, but I don't think people will take you below 750. Normal easily with 460, yeah, but normal mode is like 700 eye level below, right? Like it's significantly less power crept. I mean, it's significantly weaker. I am a chanter. Okay, you might be able to get away with like 650 then. Maybe. Wish I can sell potential stones. I mean, that would be too much. I think 7k, more people ask for 800. Yeah, like I think 750 is like the minimum Hogs will ever require for this. Keys, yes. It was a last minute decision. I should have picked a Chinese name. Because now I'm paying the price of people not joining the group. It is what it is. 980, 400k fast run. Do I trust this guy? Do I have a choice? The answer is no. Is this guy gonna kick me? Yeah, probably. I can see that happening. I mean, it's 3 Kermit people. Like, I'm one of you, alright? I'm a foreigner. Maybe we could rename with mileage? Maybe, yeah. I mean, I did just buy a mount. Like, I just bought a mount and a sub. Okay, so I do have a bit of mileage. Ooh, that's 22k. Nah, that's too much. Yeah. You spend those on keys? Yeah, I bought inventory slots and keys at some point. But like the mileage I have right now is like from like 2 subs and the mount I just bought. Unfortunately. Need to run his glad. I mean, it's fine. Like, if I can't like get a pug and until the top of the hour, I'll just like go do something else. Okay. It's not gonna have a shortage of things to do right now. I mean, people are joining this, you know? Now, I will say, pretty much all of these people are just like straight. They're basically the same level of dog shit as my ranger, if not a bit worse. So I think this is gonna be rough. Do you run CDR mirror? I was thinking I should raise it. I'm running the smite one right now because I have enough. Okay, basically I just want to have enough CDR to have 100% uptime on Earth's Blessing, and I do already, so I'm running the smite one. We'll see some mechanics. Puh, disgusting. Doing mechanics in the video game? Cannot imagine that. Thanks for the follow, Akipia. Okay, 3 Chromite people. Maybe they used my guide, actually. That's funny to think about. Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably just going to be a pog run, dude. It's gonna be fucking tragic. I have a hunch. Ask them? No, that would be cringe. Yeah, it's always nice for Power the Storm. I have Cleric in my party so often. Yeah, then you're not gonna be running Power the Storm if you have a Cleric, yeah. Or we can remove that, actually. There we go. Let's see if I have any screen tearing with that. In mind for the week, maybe if you beg me, I'll grace you with my presence. I'm not gonna beg anyone. Like, if you want to come, great. If you don't want to come and deal with those shitty ults, perfectly understandable. do whatever you feel like. I would join if I knew the mechanics, but I don't. Well, you have like 5 minutes to get caught up with my guide, Akiran. Chop chop. If it fails, there's no punishment anymore. Yeah, no, there's no consequence to failing. Will you prepare some guys for new players? Yeah, I will. Like a month before Global comes out, I'm gonna release like a bunch of more like entry-level type guides. Yes. And then like once Global comes out, like because I'm already gonna have a backlog of dungeon guides and system guides and everything. After that, I'm mostly going to focus the YouTube videos into like opinion pieces and like patch note stuff, right? Probably, because I won't have to make guides, right? The guides are already gonna be ready, so. Alright, guys. We are actually filling up. I mean, we need like 2 Clerics though. I don't know about that. Need the Monk as well. I mean, we're probably not going to see Brawler for like 6 months on Global, right? So we'll use them. Yeah. Like I already have a lot of like entry-level stuff, but I am missing most of the season 1 dungeons in terms of guides, even though admittedly you guys probably don't need guides for the season 1 dungeons because they are really fucking easy. But I'll make some like quick guides, right, just for them, and then like just, you know, system guides more than anything, like an enhancement guide that just goes through everything, enhancing, soul binds and everything, right? Inheritance, a crafting guide up for the like the whole up crafting situation and everything, like a broad progression guide, you know, that works. Most think they will have it. I mean, no, we're not gonna get Brawler. Okay, well, I guess they're going with the Chanta as the main heal for party 1. Yeah, that's gonna be, I mean, the fuck do I care, bro? I don't give a shit about the rest stones on my ranger, right? So daily routine guide, what to buy from shops? Yeah, I'll do that. Swiping guide, yes. Guys, welcome to my swiping guide. You go into the cash shop, into the Kuna page, you pick the biggest bundle possible, you input times 100, and then you input the funny 3 numbers on the back of your credit card, and you win! I'll make that guide for April 1st. Yeah, there you go. Alright. We still, by the way, no one has said which strategy we are doing, by the way. I'm assuming we are doing 148, but who knows? Do you have a channel on a video on Channel versus Cleric? Not really. Like, the best I have was the tier list thing at the end of season 3, but I don't have anything up to date. For example, market guys, what to sell, what to keep. Yeah. I mean, maybe not something like that, but like at least have an entry-level guide for like what you want to go for progression-wise early on. Spoiler alert, it's mostly going to involve keeping everything. L guide. Forgot to mention the part where you take out a reverse mortgage. SMH my head. Yeah, you're right. Step 1. Sell your house. Step 2. Bring gaming rig to McDonald's. Step 3. Log in. Alright, where the numbers at? Surely these people know what to do mechanically, right? Surely. Would you say Chandler is more or less wanted in party finders? Yeah. It is. I have a feeling this was a mistake. Yo, same. We have so much in common. I mean, hey, at least you don't lose tickets or anything. We're just like wasting time at the absolute worst. Like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let them cook, right? The guy made the group. Right. What's the number for? For the order of like the orb picking. I guess we're just going to vibe it. Yeah, I guess we're just going off of vibes. Also, yeah, I guess we have too many people on this side. I'm just going to go left side next time. You're wasting consumables. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this DPS. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think this was a good idea. And yeah, as expected, the DPS is straight shit from an ass. Alright, are people at least doing this properly? Somewhat. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go on the other side. Yeah, we have so many people with 0 reses already. There is about a 0% chance that this group is actually unironically going to clear this, by the way. But you know what? It makes for fun content. And at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. Beam. This guy is fucking dead. Well, there it is. Who's taking 1? Who's taking 2? I guess I'll take 2. Nope. It's already Jova. There's not enough people. Yeah. Yeah. I think these guys went the YOLO approach. Yeah. I think none of these people know what the fuck they're doing. Also, 2 people just died to gravity. But let's not mention that. And the Chinese guy has left. Yeah, that's about as expected. That was about as expected. All right, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I know you guys are foreigners, so you probably know my guides exist. Please watch them. Like, yeah. I made a poor assumption. I mean, hey, you didn't waste too much time, though. You know, could have been worse. Okay, I'll join these guys. 500. Okay, we could intrude these. I mean, these guys are definitely gonna kick me, right? I mean, probably don't do that when the supports are like a brooch-less 300k lost gaming Bro, the Chanter was not even level 50. Like, dude, the Chanter was not even level 50. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. You made a 4-man guy, not 5-man. It's the same fight! Strong DPS, last boss, 148. Okay. I mean, I guess we can join that. Yeah. Good rank on the server. I don't go for rankings on Taiwan. Yeah. Aren't we supposed to... Okay, I guess if we die... Okay, let's find a way to die. That should bring us to the last boss. Yeah. I'll just tell these guys the guide is with me. Okay, it doesn't. Well, never mind. Well, I guess we are just riding there. Just gotta believe, surely. Surely. They're trying to vote kick the fighter. That's crazy work. I mean, he's only 4.3, you know? Whatever, man. I don't give a shit. Is dungeon only one of the hardest? Nah. It was the raid for season 2, but at this point, this content is like power prepped as shit. Like, this is a shitty ult, and I'm just trying to like do this raid on this shitty ult. Thanks for railing. And they're just vote kicking people. Like, it's crazy work. Yo, when are they kicking me next? Can't wait. I mean, I did say I was with the gladiator, so surely that carries some weight. Is there any competitive or equalized type of PvE content in the game? Equalized PvE? No. PvE is not equalized. There is some equalized PvP though. Trying to decide between Gladiator and Templar, I would like to do somewhat competitive DPS. Spend PvP, I think Gladiator is the pick. I mean, Templar is solid. Like, bottom line, there's no bad class in the game. So just focus on whatever archetype you prefer. And also, like, any topic that pertains to balance is impossible to answer properly when it comes to global. Because, like, the balance keeps changing every other week. So by the time global comes out, like, things will have changed a decent amount. If they kick you, I leave so? Yeah. They don't know I have 230 ping. Yeah, don't tell them. How many ults should I make for global? As many as you can stomach. Like, the thing with ults is they are low investment but high return. For stuff like corridors and essential trial. Like, just you're going to be playing them for like a couple of minutes a week, and that's about it. And you're gonna get like huge return on them without even needing to push them. So, like, really good. I mean, my cleric is at endgame, yeah. It's not the absolute highest because, like, I'm not tryharding and I'm not swiping, but I'm basically doing the hardest content as soon as it comes out. Hopefully they add some equalized mechanics in PvE content. That was really fun in Lost Ark. I mean, if they add something akin to like Hell mode, sure. But I mean, right now, I wouldn't say there's enough like hard content in the game to warrant it. People leave. I think they're mainly kicking people, but a couple of them left, yeah. Like, there's 4 open slots right now. Like, if anyone wants a free Bargot, now is the time. Check my character out. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I can't check it out too long because it's unironically going to get me age restricted on the YouTube VOD. And I'm not kidding. Yes, free. Don't tell them, alright? They don't have to know. I don't know the gimmick. Can I just die in the corner and get the loot? Well. Decked out for sure. I mean, I wouldn't say my Cleric is decked out, but it has endgame gear, right? And yeah, on global, I'm gonna go much harder than this. Like, Taiwan, I'm just doing the bare minimum to keep up with the content, to be able to do everything as soon as it comes out, to be able to, like, relay information and guides to you guys, right? Global is when I'm actually gonna, like, go for the gold, you know? Wait, zoom back. Not sure what to pick for global. Can you give me like 3 top to choose from? Just choose an archetype and run with it. There's no bad class in this game. Like, obviously, for more like intricate stuff, like, oh, I want to do solo PvP, then you don't want to pick something like Cleric. But yeah, for the most part, just focus on an archetype. Today I don't even have the room open. I mean, by approval is fine when you're already inside. It's just that, you know, it just puts a prompt, right? But I don't know. Like, we are in PF, right? Yeah. Can come with 300k CP, glad. It's on my group, and they have been kicking people. So I don't know about this one, Chief. I'm not entirely convinced. They are. Look, at the end of the day, you can try to apply, but they will more than likely tell you to go eat a dick and die, right? That is very likely. I thought it's your party now. I just joined this bug because it was already on Bargot. I'm just trying to get like a quick run on this character. Have you decided what you are playing for global? It's going to be between Chanter and Templar. The solo PvP, Glad or Assassin, both are good. Ranger is also good. Like, Sork stonks have been rising as well. It's AION2 plays on Korean server. Yeah, I'm playing on the Taiwanese servers. I mean, isn't the room open? Isn't it just by approval? Like, you should have a request to join button here, no? Would they accept my 420k ult with free pass gear? Probably not. $500k, yeah. Want to see you playing DPS Chanter? Yeah, I am tempted by Chanter. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The one thing that is mainly keeping me away from Chanter is that the staff skin in this game gargles omega balls. Like, the staves in this game look like absolute shit from an ass. It's unopen. Waiting for others. Yeah, the group is in full right now. Okay, the room is open, guys. Come on in. The lead guy is Radon. And this is not a Ligma joke. Okay, probably don't join if you're like 3k. That's, probably don't do that. Yeah. Join only if you're above 500k, please. Second and third would be like your Templar, Assassin, Ranger. I mean, anything goes for ults. It doesn't matter, especially if you just want to make Essential Trial and Corridor ults. That's cosmetic in AION2, especially after AION1. Yeah, AION1 had some banger staves, you know, but AION2 just... They dropped the balls. Like, the staves don't look good. They just look like sticks for the most part, right? 436. I mean, 475 is fine. Like, that should be okay. Like, as long as people know mechanics, that's okay. Why aren't you going to join an Ariel? Or did you just fucking bait me? Also, yeah, we kind of need a cloud. I mean, I guess we can work with a Channer in the second group, because like both are 600k, right? But yeah, a Cleric would be ideal. I was telling you that that room isn't open. Bruh. Well, now you gotta come. Did you play Lost Ark a lot? Nah. I mostly didn't touch Lost Ark. I was busy with other stuff when that came around. Dungeon Guide video, thank you for the guide. You're welcome. There's more where that came from. I'll make a Citadel guide. Like, on Friday, probably. I think so to follow Yevi. Well, that counts as a healer, I guess. Just like swap the two channels. I mean, I guess you can swap one inside. Yeah, I mean that's fine. We have the big man, funny gladiator, haha, in this group. I'm lucky with my key arcana card. I got pretty lucky too. I got weapon damage boost and damage boost, and I got max level on both. So missed out and got lucky at the same time. Yeah, I mean I just didn't really adhere to Lost Ark because of the top view. Like, if I play an MMO, I want it to be like this, you know? I got very tempted, but I just ultimately ended up like not really playing it because of the top view. The isometric view. Attack bonus, PV damage, weapon damage, boss attack, rate attack. That's pretty decent. Like, you can just run that, and then you just wait for the whenever they introduce the Splendent Crystals to like get a perfect roll. I don't know how I can play other MMOs after AION2. Right, MMO will be really well done. I mean, like, stuff like Guild Wars 3 is still on my radar and stuff. Like, I'm open-minded to anything. But when it comes to the currently running MMOs, I've mostly had my fill, right? Yeah, this guy straight up left. Crazy. Which DPS class do you like the most? I haven't really... Okay, I have played them on ults, right? I would say probably Spirit Master felt the best to me so far. Wow, looks like Play-Doh. I don't really care about like graphics. I care more so about the actual endgame loop and stuff like that. But yeah, like 14, I've done a couple of expansion like cycles. I've done ultimates, I've done hardcore prog and everything. I've just kind of had my fill. Like the thing with 14 is that it doesn't really evolve as a game. So once you've done one expansion, you've done all of them, you know? So unless they actually do something different with the game, like I'm just not interested in checking it out again. Seems a bit lazy. I mean, they just play the safety. Like at the end of the day, they know exactly the crowd that they want to target. And they do what they gotta do to have it. Not to say that it's good for them to be completely stagnant, but it's working out for them, right? So can you really blame them? Will it play on EU servers when it comes out in September? Yeah. EU is my end goal. Like Taiwan is just a waiting room for me. Like EU is where I'm actually going to like full send. Yoshi P said the game is evolving next expansion, so I would appreciate it if you would stop slandering the world's most perfect MMO. True! Yoshi P has never lied in his life, and everyone knows that. Yoshi P's a saint, okay? Yeah, you're right. I do have a picture frame of Yoshi P next to my bedside that I kiss goodnight every night before I go to bed. As you do, you know, as you do. Kuna bound to server. It is server, yeah. I think the Kuna is also server, right? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. I don't play the AION, but it looks cool. I'm just gonna... It's so long for me. Yeah, I mean, bottom line, right? At the end of the day, and this goes with any MMO, ultimately, you are not married to the fucking video game. You pick it up, you play it. If it's fun for you, you keep playing. If it's not fun for you, you stop playing it. Simple as. You know what I mean? I will not answer that, Raiden. Also, what the fuck are these guys? Okay, this guy's almost here. Alright. Level 20 at OP, hell yeah. What could possibly go wrong, chat? I'm probably going to play like a bitch, yeah. Because like this character is, you know, what it is. Well, there goes the funny gladiator, man. Okay, well, I guess I need to be a bit faster than that. I need to play even like more of a bitch. Also, that Cleric is not raising for some reason. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that DPS is not good. Is double smite? Yes, it is. It's just that for some reason it has like the same name to it. Like, it has different names. For reasons I cannot explain. Okay, 6 is the platform on this one, right? Get away from me. 3, 4. Oh my god. 5. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, I guess 7 and 8 died. Probably. Yo, can I get a dispel? Yo, can you press the funny radiant recovery button, please? I will beg. I'll do it. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna play like a bitch on this, because like this character will unironically just get one shot by these balls. So yeah. Let's not be that guy, you know? I'll go far. Oh my god. Well, someone else has to go far. Okay, one bomb. We can survive one. We can survive one. Not beating the PF terrorist allegations. I mean, look, I have to get acclimated to this character sucking mega balls, alright? I don't know what this character is capable of. Apparently not much. Holy fuck, this guy might actually be a genius. Alright, dude. Yeah, just go this direction, I guess. I don't think they are doing the cleansing stuff. That's the problem. So doing it in the middle without doing the cleansing is like not ideal. Please heal. Okay, cool. Is this guy not using benevolence? Wow, we are doing 2 rotations of blind? Holy shit. Like, I knew our DPS was bad. I didn't know it was that bad. Alright, go to the middle. I mean, I think my entire group is just fucking gone, dude. So, yeah. I don't know about this one, Chief. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah. I don't have a healer left. And I don't think we have enough people to do this mechanic right now. Yeah, nah. There's no way. I mean, 3 explosives away, you know? Oh, 2? Okay. Well, if the entirety of Group 2 doesn't just insta-die because the Cleric just straight up isn't healing, we might be able to do something. I think so for Tech Hunter. Drop all that puddle on me and no one cleanses. Yeah, like if you do the middle puddle strat, you need to cleanse, because otherwise, like, it's just gonna be a fucking mess. And thanks for the follow, Eva. How many ults do you plan on having at the start? 7. I'm just gonna full send on the first week. Found no Cleric videos on YouTube. Well, if it's the Cleric PvP videos, I haven't done PvP on Cleric in a while, but you know. Very good class. It's good for group play. Yes, it's a solid class for group play. I don't know why they want to mark someone, but sure. I heard Templar got a buff? Yeah. Templar is like definitely the people's guy, you know what I mean? It's the people's tank. You know the critical hit chance formula? Isn't it like time 2x in PvE and time 1.8 in 8 PvP? I think that's what it is, right? It's like the formula is separate between the two. Ooh, this is not a good position. Holy. I'm not gonna risk that. Alright, no debuffs for me. I can't cleanse. And the Cleric's dead. Alright, we are off to a great start. Alright, 2 burn debuffs. Will the Cleric press the funny Radiant Recovery button? Will he actually, like, let me live? Ooh, that is top left. One is on the wrong side. Yep. Well. Strummer, I think your Cleric sucks balls. I think you might be onto something. You actually need to go hard on ults? Nah. It's mostly just surface level stuff. You don't need to push ults hard to start benefiting from them. Like, most of my ults, I haven't, like, given a shit about them in, like, months. They're just stuck in the essential trial gulag. Chance, still miss a lot. I mean, the cap is 80%, and for the latest PvE content, it's like 2.9. It's 2.8 or 2.9 for the cap. Stay with the start. Yeah, it's for the poison mechanic, right? Which I am, but a lot of people are not. Like, I kind of have to be on the outside because with 200 ping I'm just gonna fucking die otherwise, but yeah. The thing is, I don't think anyone is even cleansing. That's the thing. Alright, no debuff on me. Okay, people are cleansing on this one. Finally. Three. One because I'm thinking of playing Templar, tank, take forever. All of the solo PvE content in this game is scaled to the class, so you're not gonna struggle just because you play a support class. Like, all of the solo content is scaled, and then open world farming, Templar was not in the best of spots to do that early on, but it's gotten much better with chapter 1. Like, Templar is actually pretty decent to farm in open world now. Next to that, yeah, no problem. It's time to play like a bitch. Hell yeah. Do not approach me. Alright. Oh. God fucking damn. That was a bad time to get stunned. Well. Definitely only gonna get better. Templar has been steadily getting better since the beginning. Like, it's just a solid pick. Is it the best? No, it's not the best. But overall, it's a strong pick. And will do, Shiro. But yeah, like, I'm likely gonna play Templar on global. Where am I carrying mains at? Well, I'm right here, but you know, I have to clear Sanctuary on this shitty ult. So I'm gonna be stuck in this ghoul-like for a little bit. Not like I have a choice, because like because of the fucking power cut. Like I was gonna get carried on this character, the Sanctuary too, but because of the power cut, they just went without me. 8. Wow. And for global, ditto. And on YouTube, so like a Spirit Master is fine. Spirit Master is completely fine. It's not the most popular class because early on it was really bad, so a lot of people dropped it early on. But right now it's doing okay. Yeah, I'll just go far. Bro, why? Why? Just why? Like, I'm a range, I'm going far. Why the fuck are you chasing after me? Ooh, get skinny. Okay, we got all the bombs at least. That's good. I've got the tank and all non-tanks outside characters. Yeah, for real, for real. Got a top look pretty. Every class has to do a baseline DPS rotation. Like most classes kind of have the same DPS rotation. But it's really chill. And you can just mostly macro all of it. Like this is not like a game that is hard in terms of like its combat. AION2 is a chill game. I'm really not a fan of the way we are doing this, but you know, if it works. Well. This is the bomb mechanic. Alright. Yeah. Oh, I threw a bomb. Yeah, the thing is, like, this Cleric is not even using Benevolence, dude. Like, I'm already squishy as shit. I can't really be doing this. Templar was amazing in game. Yeah, Templar was a strong class in AION1. Really, really underestimated. But it was a bit of a high maintenance class. Like, you needed a lot of gear. I mean, we can do it. Like, if we can get past the second set of bombs, like, we have it with this. Like, people are actually alive, for the most part. I mean, we do have some poison puddle, which is a bit bothersome, but okay, one. That's probably a good thing I have one, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, 2 missed. 2 missed, dude. Fuck. Yeah, that's GG's. Man. So close yet so far. Thanks for the follow, Araki. I don't know what's really is until I heard about this macro thing. I mean, yeah, the combat in AION2 is not incredibly involved. Like, you have to know some stuff, you have to set up your macro properly, and like, you will be pressing some buttons on top of your macro, but for the most part, the combat is simple. Is it possible to tank bosses? Yeah. Now, this boss in specific doesn't really require a tank, but the latest Sanctuary, which is Sanc 3, actually requires a proper tank. Yes. Chill game? I mean, yeah, it's a chill game. Most of the dungeons don't need a tank. I mean, even if you don't need a tank for light content, Templar is still fine. In terms of RDPS, like, Templar is still, like, up there. And tank still provides confidence, more stable tanking, and overall, it's just a solid class. And it's an archetype that I like, right? So, what are raids like in this game? I mean, this is technically a raid, but this is an old raid, so it's power crept as shit. I don't know what this guy's saying. Yeah, so some dude just said the wrong numbers. So I think like someone straight up doesn't know what 148 is. That is going to be a problem. I don't know how we got past the mechanic the first time. $267 in the middle? I have no idea. But if he does, it's not 148. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Indispensable classes in a party. I wouldn't say any class is like particularly irreplaceable. Like every class has some sort of alternative. Six. Sieben. Like, at the end of the day, you can play anything and you will be able to clear everything. Every class is good in its own way, right? And the balance keeps changing, so just focus on an archetype. Now, if you really want to feel needed, then probably play a more like supporty class, like Chanter or Cleric. But beyond that, yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. Oh wow, this is a terrible fucking place to have a beam. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. I'm saying some doubt, for example, dungeons. I mean, Assassin is the highest PvE DPS, so if you crave a melee with high, you know, high attack speed that does a lot of damage, Assassin will give you that. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna chill on this one, because I'm just paper, and this Cleric is not, you know. Okay, how's the boss doing? Two more. I mean, there's two people coming. Okay, well, never mind. We're missing one. Yeah, I guess I have to do it then. Fuck. I guess I'll just have to take a death. Can you go for pro rerun or pro? Nah, once you get your hands on it and like you understand how the game works, it's like it's fine. Especially the more light content is like not that involved. Well, thank God for the 2 hours runtime though, because we are already on overtime. Remember that Cleric aggro the boss Overhealed? Nah, there's no such thing as grabbing aggro with overhealing in this game. Tanks have like infinite aggro, like pretty easily. And even if you don't have a tank, like a DPS will get aggro before you. Like DPS takes priority. Healing virtually doesn't give you any aggro. I'm just queuing for... I mean, right now, like, you're not really waiting for supports all that much, like, because the population is, like, fairly healthy. But obviously, if you want to, like, avoid waiting times as much as possible, then yeah, like, playing a support class is gonna make it, like, easier for you. I guess that works somewhat. I'm just gonna fucking die of cringe though. Nope. I think so for Frosties. How's the number supposed to work on this? It's different from your guide. There's 3 different ways to do the brained pattern. Like there's one from my guide, and then there's the 184 and the 148. We are doing the 148. A cleric doesn't push the cleanse button. Yeah, our cleric doesn't push many buttons at all. Like, our cleric doesn't even have benevolence, of all things. But you know, beggars can be choosers. This is the hand we were dealt. The fact we're not skipping this, though, is crazy. I mean, hey, I'm part of the problem. This character has no DPS. I've got a debuff. One. Okay. I thought the boss pushed me off the fucking edge for a second, dude. I was gonna lose my mind. I've gotta be honest. My game crashed. Well, that's not good. I mean, somehow you were like kinda in a good position though. So I guess just log back in. They added 5 slots in groups, yes. The party size got increased to 5 with chapter 1. Well, this is not a good position to be at, because this motherfucker is about to beam. There it is. Oh, get skinny. Alright, good. I'm so good, I'm still doing mechanics, even when I'm crashed. Yeah, apparently. Beaming. And the cleric just stood straight into that. Unfortunate. I think the cleric doesn't have res anymore. And somehow we are really low on DPS right now. Yeah, well, the cleric has no more reses. That's, I don't want to be this guy, but I'm not so confident about this attempt anymore. I'm probably dead on that. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, nah. Maybe because the 1% with gear has DC'd. You know what? I think you might be onto something. And thanks for the follow, Agalita. Are there affixes or stats on gear that improve support, healing, defensive skills? There are, but you don't really need to roll the healing boost passive on Cleric, because like your heals are already too powerful. And the healing skills off of attack as well. So if you build offensively on Cleric for PvE, it also increases your healing power. Give him some advice? Bro, he's Chinese. What do you mean? Like, What am I gonna tell them? Please use Radiant Recovery? Like, you know? It is what it is, right? Just, you know, it's all about being patient and eventually getting lucky, you know? Like, eventually the planets are going to align, and the boss is gonna die, and then we're all going to kumbaya around the fire camp, alright? It's gonna eventually happen. We're just gonna grind it until they get it, you know? Something like... I was thinking more something like, learn to play. I see. I will attempt your approach, and I will come back to you on that one. Oh my god. Yo, the body blocking almost killed me. Alright, no debuff on me this time. Surely they will cleanse. 2. Okay. Well, at least we're getting past this one. Asking people to know the alphabets and numericals? This is the hardest fight in the game. Wait until you ask people to know what an intercardinal is. Go west. No, the other west. Is Templar a good class? Yeah, it's pretty solid. Yo, can this orb just like fuck off? That'd be great. Is there no bombs here? I guess not. Okay, well, I guess I'm just chilling then. I don't really trust anyone to not be just straight up running into me, so I'm just gonna... Okay, there we go. Just gonna chill, you know? So sometimes you just gotta take the L on that time. If it means solving the fucking mechanic. Oh, east? I thought you meant west. Yeah, I mean, the classic, like, go left, know the other left, you know? We've all been there. Alright. I'll do 1. I'll do 2. There you go. I did my part. You guys have fun now. Surely the Cleric is going to cleanse me, right? Surely. Surely he's gonna cleanse me any minute now. Yeah. Chat, the Cleric's gonna cleanse me. Okay, well, actually, I think the Cleric's dead. Okay, yeah, the Cleric's dead. Never mind. Never mind. The help was never on the way. That is the... Okay, I'm gonna die again, actually. Okay, maybe not. Okay, well, this is really fucking terrible positioning. Holy shit. Yeah. I think most people just died in this. Bro, how does the Cleric die on this? All you do is you stay in the middle and you press Benevolence and you just go AFK. Literal first attack? Templar is totally useless. You can do endgame bosses without one. It's not useless. You need a proper tank for Calbrix, which is like the current highest raid. And for everything else, like Templar, the thing is, you're not losing DPS by bringing a Templar. The only thing you're gaining is tanking stability and more defensive for the group. Like, bringing a Templar is just a net positive. Do you need one? No, but you can say that for most classes. You know what I mean? But nobody is ever going to be sad to have a Templar. Like, this isn't AION2 where Templar is the lowest DPS in the game. Like, that's not the case. Everyone does about the same DPS when you account for our DPS in this game. Like, yes, there's some discrepancy. Yes, sometimes there's a bit of imbalance, but overall, it doesn't fucking matter. 5. This one, right? You need a Cleric? You don't need a Cleric. Is a Cleric going to make your run smoother and feel better? Yes. Are you gonna be upset when you have a Cleric? No. And that's just the case for most things. You need Jesus. True. What if I'm a non-believer? Then pick a random god and pray. Because, bro, when you look at the group finder I'm in right now, I'm gonna start believing in all sorts of religions, dude. Like, I'm praying to like everything that fucking exists to clear this. I should probably buy life crystal or something for this pack, actually. You know, just in case. Alright, here we go again. Well, the Cleric is alive this time, so that's a plus, for sure. Yikes. Yeah, I should have dodged that last ult, to be fair. I'm gonna wait for this one. There you go. I mean, everything's clear, right? This should be over. Yeah, okay. We good. We good. Alright, poison. Alright, one guy is ahead of us. Ugh. Okay, this is going to suck a lot of balls. Oh god. Okay. Well, I need to be healed, but I can't cleanse if you heal me. Okay, someone's cleansing though. We're good. I'll just do this one. Alright, one more obstacle. One more. Can we get past the second set of bombs? Surely, right? I mean, we've been getting the first one consistently, and it's literally the same thing, right? So... certainly. Okay, the Cleric's dead. He has one more res. The Cleric is not out of it yet. Okay, 5. You know what? It's probably a good thing that the Cleric's dead for this. You know? Overall, probably a net positive. 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think we got this. Chat, I think we might have this. I don't want to celebrate too early, right? But like, we're gonna have at least one more stack, right? And thanks to the Thor Renetics. Unironically, I think I might be a believer now. All of this just to get fucking nothing from the chest, you know? That's the upsetting part. Okay, surely you guys can... okay, well, we lost 2 chains. Okay, they got most of them. Okay, they got most of them. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Only one explosion is okay. Okay, the Cleric's dead. It's fine. He did his job, you know? We don't need that guy anymore. Poison? Yeah, poison. Okay, now that's the bad part. We could die to this. Lock in. Alright. Surely. Oh my god, who did this? Okay. Whew. Thank god for that. I have no idea how I made that in time, by the way, but you know what? Alright. Yeah, I got fucking nothing. Congrats on your first clear. Yippee! Get a whole lot fucking nothing. Yeah, well. You know, sometimes it's not about what you get in the chest. Sometimes it's about the Odil you get from helping Sprouts, right? Good content in this channel, finally. Well, I mean, hey, I got a gold flux. You know, that counts for something, surely. Surely. This part is one of my... So I guess I'm midway through that. Well... At least you're out of prison now, and so am I. It's about finding where Radiant Recovery is. Yeah, the Cleric unfortunately never quite found where Benevolence was on his skill bar. You always love watching the streamer suffer. Oh, I'm sure of that. Yo, any primers in the chat? What the fuck do I even do with this? I mean, I guess I'll just use it as like soulbind shit later. Whatever, man. He died to the literal first attack. Yeah, he did some of that. This is why your Cleric is so important. I mean, this entire group was like literally like bottom of the barrel, like the shittiest ults you've ever seen in your life, right? Like, this character should not be in Corroded Sanctuary. Like, if we're gonna be honest for like a couple of seconds, I should not be doing this. But you know, at least it's done. Like, the deed is done. Alright. Now, here's the funny thing, chat. You may look at this and be like, nice. It's over. We don't have to do this piece of content for the rest of the week. And that is exactly why you would be wrong, because I have to do it on my Cleric now. Doing static for this game, or is it easily puggable? Everything is puggable. Now, easily is up for debate. Because the pugs are not cooking for the most part. Thank me for keeping you from getting kicked. I guess. Alright. Next. Do I make my own group? Okay, you know what? Does anyone in chat need to do this on a shitty ult? Or you know what? On any character. Because like, if I'm gonna be doing this on my main, I might as well carry one or two guys. Now, don't say that you need it if you need it if you at least don't know at the bare minimum what to do. Like, at least have a vague idea what to do. My chanter can't get in. Oh, that's... Yeah, I mean, if you're sub 4k eye level, like, probably not anyways. Alright, no one? Target is... God. I mean, I guess that's all I'm gonna find here, right? Yeah. Oh my god, what the fuck is this, dude? What? I didn't even know this was equipment that existed in the game. What the fuck? This guy doesn't even have any brooch? I have no idea what to do. Only 410. I mean, you could come. But at least, like, you know, watch a guide or something. I have watched your videos, but that's not enough. I mean, I'm just gonna go for 148, right? And, okay, you know what? Let me just bring this on screen. Yeah. Can I make this smaller? Bruh, why is this so big? Okay, let me just... I guess I'll just drop this there. Or replace the image. I'll post it on my Discord. I'll post it in AION2 info. There you go. See, what is it? Yeah. Alright, this is the layout for the bombs at the end. And that's the only thing you need to know about in this entire dungeon. So I'm going to make a group. If you feel confident that you can at least position properly on the fucking bombs, then you can feel free to join. Otherwise, I'll just grab some pugs, I guess. Alright. We will found. Alright, up to you. The PF is open. None of us watching are good like you. Well, you see, Tech, I think what's going on is that none of you people watching are actually playing on Taiwan. that is the problem at hand here. I think that is the bigger problem that needs to be addressed. Is 6 relative north or true north? It's relative to the platform. Like you see the blue symbol, it's platform relative. So basically, like, it's the orientation is the way you look at it when you enter the arena. Unfortunately, I am playing on Taiwan. I'm looking to play the game on global, can't decide between assassin ranger, mostly solo player. I don't know how to stand up in solo grinding, if that's something you do in the game. Solo PvP wise, I'm not maxing pay to win, just above average gear. You will probably have a better time on ranger as a whole, right? If I'm gonna be honest. Because if you're a solo player, it's gonna be better for like sieging and grinding and stuff like that. But ultimately, just pick whatever archetype you prefer the best. But yeah, like, in your situation, I would probably pick ranger out of the two. Oh, right, my energy. But I guess I have the energy for the day, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. I need to... Okay. I just thought about something. I need to keep some energy to do Clerics tomorrow. I can't be doing this right now. Yeah. Let's not do that. Because otherwise, you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna kill Clerics, and I'm not going to be able to open the box. And nobody wants to see that. No one wants to see that happen. So yeah, never mind. We're gonna do this like another day. Yeah. Whoopsie. Yeah, it's fine. That would be so funny though. No. I want to see that happen. Well, I don't. Bro, I still need a second brooch. I need a second brooch, and I need to like drop another weapon to upcraft my Horn Dragon into Nemesis. How can it be all out of energy with all of the energy from the Battle Pass? Well, you see, Sir Garrick, there's quite an easy answer to that. I don't have the Battle Pass. Because I haven't been buying Battle Passes at all on Taiwan. Like, when I say I'm not swiping on Taiwan, like, I'm being dead ass. I am paying for the sub, and that's it. I already have one weapon from Sanctuary? Yeah, I do. This one. If I get a second one, I can dissolve both and craft my Nemesis weapon. So fingers crossed. The drop rate isn't too bad now. It's like 10%. Yeah, 10% and 5%. So you're actually like fairly likely to get a weapon now. Not even the keenest side. I do have the keenest side. But, you know, you get like fucking 40 energy for the entire thing. You know, so it's not exactly sizable. Yeah, I mean, I guess in terms of like the dungeoning situation, I mostly have Chromede runs to do on my Ranger. But if I'm gonna be doing Chromede runs, I think I'm gonna be doing them earlier in the day, because like Group Finder is probably gonna be like shit right now. Is there a conventional rule in this tile shooter game so that everyone maxes out and points or something? Yes. Like, one guy picks up all of the orbs and everyone else just only goes on the blue tile, and you go on the blue tile 5 times and then everyone goes AFK. So as soon as everyone is at 500, right? That's it.
Moving on to the next. You get extra points for collecting balloons, Nirk.
It's like this guy is going to be grabbing all of the orbs, right? And the rest of us is just going to go on blue tiles. Although some people are just straight up AFK for some reason.
Memorize the positions of the tiles and
Good luck getting North American monkeys to do this, just saying. Well, you see, Anchovy, that's the good part. I'm not going to be on NA servers. You guys deal with this shit. Now, that being said, we're gonna have to deal with, like, Russian players that will refuse to do this because they want to be the one winning. So, I guess we have our own problems, you know? Last time I played it. Yeah, if you just run around grabbing the orbs without being the, like, you know, the guy that preemptively said you would be doing it, like, people are not going to like you. Alright, one more tile.
Round 5.
Depends what the community will do. I mean, depends if we even get the tile game at all by the time Global comes out, right? Okay, are they not doing any more? I think we need to do one more, though. Yeah, because otherwise we fall to third, yeah.
Round 6.
One more. Yeah, this guy has the challenger skin. I know this question is subjective, but between Cleric, Templar, and Chanter, which one is the most suited for a new player? Low APM and survivability preferred. Every class does about the same thing in terms of, like, DPS rotation. I mean, in terms of, like, being new player friendly, he probably... I mean, honestly, I think every class is, like, player friendly. Like, mostly just focus on an archetype that you like. Like, Cleric is more of a chill range, more like support focus. Chanter is a melee DPS with, like, some support capabilities, and Templar is like the straight up tank. Oh, look at that. Someone fucked it up. Great. Excellent. Great. Whatever. I'm still gonna take the keys. I don't really give a shit. How many am I gonna get on this? Like 3? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Full send on right, always. Nope. I mean, everything was shit anyways. That's fine. Taiwan has been getting a little sloppy on tile, probably because there's a lot of returnees that just don't know any better, which is fine. Like, again, I don't really give a shit about getting 2 less rewards. I'm just kind of, like, going through the motions, right? Which map do you think is coming next after Morheim and Eltnan? Sanctum and Pandemonium. We're gonna get those first, and then afterwards, Belusland and Hyron. 5's on release, I only know it'll be a support main like every other game. Yeah, I mean, again, it just mostly pick a class based on the archetype, because every class plays pretty similarly in terms of, like, that DPS rotation. So yeah. Our games mostly likely all fresh meat. Yeah, probably. I would try PvP after the patch. Not a ton, because ultimately, like, I am a bit behind in terms of PvP progression, right? And Cleric is not doing too hot in solo PvP to begin with. Now, I have done some of the battlegrounds, like the Equalized battleground, and it's pretty fun. Yeah. I have not gone back this week after the balance update, though. I'll be doing this tomorrow, though. I'm gonna be doing some battlegrounds tomorrow. Some current video saying Gladiator is OP. How? I think people don't understand, like, how to measure ADPS versus RDPS. So take it with a grain of salt. No Brushton in Theobomos. I don't think there was a single mention of these yet. I hope we get AION2 Dark Voida. There is in the client, there is string data for a dungeon called Dark Atreya. So maybe we're gonna get, like, some Dark Voida adjacent stuff. As both guys are going to slap. Yeah, like, in terms of 1v1 PvP, Gladiator got buffed, so it probably performs pretty well. In terms of PvE, it either didn't change or it overall lost RDPS. That's pretty much like the consensus of like what I saw. Spawn camping from 10v10? Yeah, I don't disagree. Like, I think they need to put 2 spawns slightly above ground. You know what I mean? So like, you know what? Let me just open Crater so I can visualize what I'm saying. Let's see. Yeah, just this. That's fine. Alright. So right now, right, the spawns are like this, right? So you have the 2 sides, right? And then you have 1 spawn here and 1 spawn here, right? And they're directly to the ground, right? Like the way it should be, there should be like 1 spawn here, 1 spawn here, 1 spawn here, not like that. 1 spawn here, 1 spawn here, right? And they should be linked with a tunnel in the back and elevated above ground. You know what I mean? Like that's how it should be. But yeah, I'm sure they'll eventually figure it out. I think that PvP was a remove its position as a role, not just cast it in between roles. You don't want template over it. I don't think you necessarily want a template over it, right? Because I think it still has like sizable RDPS overall. And like at the end of the day, as long as Gladiator's RDPS is still like about on the same level or slightly above as Templar, like it's gonna be fine. Templar buff are just straight better. Yeah, but it doesn't matter because Gladiator still gives life-stealing blade to the group, right? So if its RDPS is still sound, it doesn't matter what it does. Because you're gonna grab it like the... Basically, Gladiator is in the same spot as like Chanta. You know what I mean? In the sense that you can run with only Glad as a soul tank, and you'll be perfectly fine doing that. But if you happen to have a Templar, the Templar is going to be the one tanking, and the Glad is just going to be like, you're just going to be happy to have it. You know what I mean? We lost 20% crit damage on debuff. Yeah, but you gained it as a... I mean, at the end of the day, Templar is the people's tank now, right? And Gladiator is like a... Gladiator is a DPS tank. So like in the current state of things, Gladiators just need to be like 5-10% ahead of Templar in terms of overall RDPS. And they're gonna be fine in terms of their role, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you buff the group or not. If your RDPS is like slightly above that of Templars, like, Gladiator is fine as a class. Shut the fuck up, Anchovy. You must be a Machinist player on 14. Would you recommend Cleric? It depends on like what kind of player you are. Is Cleric a good class? Yes, it's good for group play. Cleric is bad for 1v1 PvP though. Like, if you play Cleric, it's because you want to play in a group, pretty much. But if you like the healer archetype and you don't mind playing mostly in a group, like, yeah, Cleric's a fine class. It just depends on you as a player. Like, for me personally, I want to play a class that has more capability in solo PvP. So, on global, I'm not going to be playing Cleric anymore. You need an FAQ? I mean, that's fine. Bro, it's free stream interaction. That's streaming 101. Okay. What are you gonna play on global? Either Templar or Chanta. I'm leaning more towards Templar. Yeah. Assassin amazing for solo PvP. It's a good ganker in the Abyss, but it only matters as much, right? I don't recommend Cleric if you're not willing to press range recovery. True. Also migrated from Cleric to Sin because of solo play of Cleric. I mean, it's mostly solo PvP that is problematic. Like, in terms of, like, the solo PvE aspect, it's fine. But, yeah, solo PvP on Cleric is not the way. It's not good. Template PvP is nice, especially with the new dash build. They'll be teleporting all over the map. Yeah. It's just not the highest, like, burst damage class. And you don't have any anti-healing ability. So, yeah. Templar kind of struggles against the support classes. I don't know how well it does against Gladiator right now. Because last I checked, Gladiator won against Templar, and I think it still does. But, I mean, you know. Is it useful to make ults since most of Kina from Dungeons is bound? You want to make ults to do stuff like corridors and essential trial. Like, dungeons are not really the main reason why you're making ults right now. What class is good for solo PvP? I mean, it changed a bit with like the balance patch. I would say more classes are more viable right now, but it's the usual assassin, gladiator, ranger. I think Sanc is doing pretty decent right now. Gladiator has like 8 CC buffs now. It probably would be Templar. Would beat Templar. I mean, Gladiator has been beating Templar. Like, accuracy Gladiator has been just like absolutely decimating through supports, and I don't think that has changed. What do you get from Essential Trial? Essential Trial gives you a bit of Kina, Mana Stones, and Enhancement Stones. So if you do them on like a bunch of ults, you will never run out of enhancement items on your main. Speaking of corridors, thanks for the reminder. Actually, I need to do them too. So instead of like literally like joking my shit on the boat right now, let me just go do that right now. Which class is not ping reliant? Every class is ping reliant. Ping is a huge problem in this game. If you have high ping and you don't want to be a burden to your group, don't play DPS. That's the bottom line. Play a support class. Because like support classes, at least, a huge part of the DPS comes from buffing the rest of the group. Which mitigates your shit DPS. Pantheon? Yeah, I mean, early on in Global, depending on how they do the release of everything, you will want to run dungeons on your ult as well, and I probably will. But long term, you mostly care about the corridors and Essential Trial. Gladiator is basically an off-tank. Glad is a tank. It's perfectly capable of tanking. But if a Templar is in the group, then the Templar it will be the one tanking. And like, if that happens, like it's not so much that Gladiator takes on an off-tank position. It just takes on like a DPS position. Because you don't really like switch aggro between tanks in this game. Like you only have one tank. Nice reminder, yeah. Let's all do our corridors together, chat. You know what? I'm gonna do all of my corridors, and then I'll do a big closet gamba, and then I'll probably end stream afterwards. Yeah. I don't think I'm a burden to the group even when paying. A lot of times I carry my group. I mean, fact of the matter is, like, if you have really high ping, and you play a DPS class, obviously, like, the only thing you are bringing to the group as a DPS is your own DPS. And if you have high ping, undoubtedly a huge chunk of your DPS is missing, right? So that's why I'm saying that. Like, because I have 200 ping, I am literally doing half of the DPS I should normally be doing. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Gladiator can tank in every content? Yeah. You can. Will rush PvP gear in tier 1? Nope. I'm going to focus on my PvE progression first, because even your PvP progression is tied to you being on top of your PvE progression because of like contribution on world bosses and sieges and stuff like that. The closer you get to high-end game, the more you'll become a liability. Yeah, exactly. I'm losing 30% DPS on Ranger with 120 MS. Yeah. I have 200 ping, so you can imagine, right? Is it true that on Assassin you need to constantly flip the camera? I get motion sick. I mean, I haven't played Assassin in a bit, but doesn't the... Okay, Back when I played Assassin, the camera would automatically adjust when you use the gap closer. I don't know if it's still the case, but I mean, either way, because Assassin does a lot of gap closing on the back, you will have to manually adjust your camera a bunch, yeah. What class are you going to play on Global? Not entirely decided. Probably Templar. It's between Templar and Chanter. Some classes suffer more from hyping than others. Sork and SM are the ones that suffer the least. In terms of the DPS classes, probably, yeah. You're probably right about that. But broadly speaking, like, if you need to pick a class, if you have hyping, I would recommend playing a support. You know what I mean? I think fight design will evolve to the point where we are going to run 2 tanks and need to tank swap for each mechanic. The thing is, if they want us to tank swap, they need to give us the tools to do so, because right now there's no tools to do so. Like, we would need some provoke type shit. Now, maybe we are eventually going to have a fight where there's 2 bosses that need to be tanked. I could see that happening. But yeah. When is the play 2 days? Yeah, like, rushing PvP at the beginning is going to be useless. Like, PvE progression is king in this game, in every single sense of the way. So you will basically completely ignore PvP progression. Like, the only thing you will contribute towards on your PvP progression early on is making sure you don't miss weeklies that give you medals and do sieges and stuff like that, because medal progression is gated. So if you want to eventually get PvP gear, you want to be on your game early on with medals, right? But that's about it. Like, you're not going to buy actual PvP gear early on. You will not. You're not going to keep Cleric? Nope. Cleric is not... Like, Cleric in this game doesn't have the archetype that fits me. Do you think 70 MS is fine to play as a gladiator? It's fine. You will do less DPS than a gladiator of the same gear that has 30 ping. That's just a fact that you have to accept, right? Change class design as well, yeah. Because we don't have any tools to like switch aggro. So if they want to do something like 14, yeah, they would have to do that. We all think you should stay on Cleric. Sad face. Trust me, you don't. I think the stream would be a lot more entertaining if I actually did PvP. And if you guys want me to do like solo roaming PvP in rifts and shit like that, I need to not play Cleric. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, I think most people don't know me from AION2, right? Which is fair enough. But I, like, on AION2, I was mostly a solo PvP fiend. The medals, which are easy to get, bad goals medals are mostly from season missions. Wrong. You're wrong, Sinus. From day 1, you could get platinum medals from bosses and sieges. And in order to do so, you will need to be like on the top of your game on PvE progression to be at the top of the rankings. The thing is, platinum medal farming starts from day 1. Sell me on Chanter. Chanter good because Chanter support. Please subscribe to my channel. How do I increase my combat power higher? Just finish all your after 50 vids, I'm at 450k. I mean, the post-growth video that I posted pretty much goes over everything. Like, I'm not gonna be able to tell you more than what I say in the video. Because that's pretty much your path, right? Sound character and to not be a fiend? Nah. From bosses or killing players? From bosses. Like, even stuff like, whatchamacallit, Kyra. Like, doing Kyra at the top of every hour will give you platinum medals. Chanter big stick, cool. The thing is, Raked is, I can't even agree with that because the staves in AION2 look like ass. Which is one of the main reasons why I kind of don't want to play Chanter. It depends on your server, not much you can do about that, Solo. I mean, yeah, like, contribution is class-based right now, so as long as you are ahead of the curve on your PvE progression and you do good damage in Siege and World Bosses, you will get Platinums easily. Like, I've been able to get the occasional Platinum after the ranking changes, even on my Cleric right now. So like on global, as long as you're on top of your game, you'll be able to like start stacking platinums really early on. Recent patches has Sorc stopped being the worst class in your opinion? Yeah, Sorc is in a much better spot now. It's no longer the worst in terms of like sustainability, and it goes like really good damage in both PvE and PvP. And it even has a better like CC option now. So yeah, I think Sorc is much better now. Sorc was OP in 9.1? Yeah. I mean, Sorc was a very different class in 9.1. Like, Sorc was straight up just ahead of every class in terms of like its kit from 2.x onwards. And then it fell off at the beginning of 5.x because of like the rise of magic suppression sets. But AION2 is different. Spirit Master doing 1 million DPS with 720k in Citadel. I mean, SM is good, yeah. But so is Sorc. Like, the thing is, the DPS classes right now, like, after the Assassin change, is most DPS are, like, mostly equal, and Assassin is a bit above the other ones. That's called low ping, yeah. Alright, that's it for this one. That is a force of people. I will not engage with this. Alright, 3 more to go. Coward. Yeah. Like, the thing is, I just stopped giving a shit about PvP on Taiwan ever since they basically made Cleric, like, impossible to play for solo PvP. Alright. Can you explain the playstyle difference between Sorc and Spirit Master? They seem rather similar. I mean, in terms of the playstyle, like... I mean, there's not much difference, to be honest. One is a pet class, the other one isn't, you know what I mean? But they functionally, they both, like, play very close. In terms of, like, how you play them. Cleric would be OP if it was good in solo PvP. I mean, there would be ways to balance it. Like, the one thing I've been wanting for Cleric would be, like, an offensive stance. Like, if you have an offensive stance on Cleric that just nuked your healing potency but gave you more damage and status effect chance, I think that would balance it out, right? Like, it doesn't need to be the best, it's just that right now, bro, Cleric just doesn't fucking kill anyone. It just doesn't kill anyone. So yeah, like, some sort of, like, stance would be good. Stop playing on Taiwan after a few days. You don't just wait for Global to invest my time, or looking at it, etc. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, right? Especially if you don't have anyone to play with, like, yeah. No player here? Yeah, I feel you. Like, I'm just pretty lucky that I happen to know people that were Southeast Asian that were making premates for the sanctuaries, right? It was mostly happenstance. This is the global raiding room, yeah. Pretty much. And this character is probably unironically gonna get better corridor AP than my Cleric. Is the lack of life steal and survivability the problem in Sorc? They gave Sorc they gave Sorc a bit more than it used to, right? With the last patch. And the thing is, they lowered every other class self-sustain a bit. So it's a bit more equal now, you know? It doesn't matter as as much. Is AION2 solo player friendly? I would say so, yeah. Everything is very plug and play. Everything is like very team party, right? Even the large scale content, you can just jump in. What do you think the build of the game will be on the global? The current one with edits, fixes, but stripped down contents are the same as Taiwan. Basically, what we're gonna get is whatever the latest build of the game is right now, but restricted to be like Season 1. So we're gonna go through the same season stuff as Taiwan and Korea from the start, right? But with the latest like QOL and balance and everything. This guy's probably gonna kill, yeah. Been playing solo since Season 2, easy to find groups and content is easy? Yeah, pretty much. Like, the only involved stuff where you may want a static is Sanctuary. But even then, Sanctuary, like, it ends up being puggable after a while, and if you really don't want to deal with it, you can wait until it's power crept. Looks like it's gonna be like with Throne and Liberty. Nah, this game is honestly nothing like Throne. Like it's just significantly better thought out than Throne in terms of like its content loop and everything, and a lot more like solo player friendly. Yeah, but Season 1, yeah. Ranger seems very solo friendly. Ranger is just a solid class. Like, there's nothing that Ranger is weak at, you know what I mean? It's a solid DPS and group. In PvP it's pretty strong. It's the best class to grind mobs. Like, it's, yeah. Like, the class does have some stuff that I don't like. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the way marking shot works, right? But overall, like, you can't really go wrong. If you're gonna play a DPS, like, Ranger is one of the more, like, chill ones. LB balance fixes, class specific interest, editor, and PvP flags. Yeah. Like, everything that is in the game right now in Korea and Taiwan, in terms of, like, QOL and balance and everything, will be on global from the get-go. What's the percent gap between the top and bottom classes in RDPS? It's a bit hard to say because like literally yesterday we got a balance patch, right? And we don't really have like super accurate data because we don't really have end game content right now. Like everything just dies too fast. So there's a lot of like bias towards like burst heavy classes because of that. But overall, like within the DPS class, like it's overall pretty close within all of the archetypes. No Ranger ever said they like the way marking shot works, yeah. But I guess the class needs something that is uncomfortable, right? So fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, like it's just going to be Season 1 with the latest like stuff. So yeah, 5-man parties, latest balance, latest QOL. Most players tend to play DPS and MMOs. Yeah. It's just the most popular thing, right? Like, as I said, okay, ultimately, I can already tell you the 3 most popular classes in Global will be Ranger, Gladiator, Cleric. These 3 will be the most played. I can already tell you. So, make of that information what you will. Faster season to catch up to Korea, yeah. I do hope we'll have some sort of sped up schedule. Like, I don't want to spend another 7 months until Chapter 1 again. Don't rush seasons and content and burn out people with everything. I mean, I understand, but we kind of need to go fast, though. If I'm gonna be honest. Because the problem with being behind Korea and Taiwan is that nothing is ever going to be fresh for us. Everything will already be figured out on day 1. Which is not great for, like, a PvE game. Like a PvE first game. As long as loot goes fast, then fast is fine. Yeah, exactly. It's just that everything needs to be adjusted properly. As DPS versus Assassin, also edgy class. Yeah, but look, on AION2, Assassin was also like the highest PvE DPS, and it was high APM and edgy and everything. It was not a very popular class. You know what I mean? It's also about the playstyle. And fact of the matter is, if you ask the most average Joe of all time what character they want to play and how they want to build it, they're gonna be like, I want the big dude with the great sword. So they're just going to play Gladiator, right? So Gladiator is gonna be popular. Ranger is gonna be popular because it's a range class with a bow and people love that shit. And Cleric is gonna be popular because reasons. Come back to time for fresh new content proc after global launches. Probably Alariel, probably. Like I'm not going to abandon the pre-made I'm in on Taiwan, and I'm probably going to like do some baseline keeping up until we catch up to be able to do the latest content. We'll see. Like we'll see if I can like juggle my Taiwan character is the main thing, right? Did they catch up on Throne? There's months of difference. Yes, they caught up on Throne. I'm still mad they made it Greatsword over Polearm. I mean, there's a reason why. But for what it's worth, I think they made the Greatsword work pretty well on Gladiator. The games are technically the same game, yeah. I'll have to see, because like I'm gonna go hard on global while also doing content creation, right? So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to juggle, but I mean, I'll try some baseline, you know? Playing Ranger since the beginning, I've gone through all the stages except on anger bargaining. Why? I mean, Ranger is solid. Some decent AP ones. Very cool. Spoken like someone that wants Ether Tech back in the game. Wow, I hate this. Alright, dissolving time. And now is the moment where people are gonna go in chat. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you spending your AP on like 50 million different pairs of gloves and then immediately dissolving them? And Anchovy is gonna be the first one to ask. I would pay to have Ether Tech back in the game. I would pay to not have Ether Tech back in the game. Not a fan. I don't understand how evasion works. To hit the assassins, you need about 4,000 accuracy. It's just, you need more accuracy than the opponent's block or evasion. That's pretty much all there is to it. And like, in PvP, the high end is like 4... it's probably more now. It's probably like 5k now. I was gonna say 4.5, but I think it's 5k now. Well, Gumba, in just a minute. Just you wait. Yes, Gamba is happening. Can you show a closet point? I want to compare where I stand because I want to play this in day one. I mean, the thing is, I haven't been doing closet progression since day one. I actually started pretty late, right? Because I didn't do ults in this game until late season 2. But I can show you, yeah. Like, I'll just finish my corridor stuff and then we can have a look at it. Alright, one more. In my defense, I am impatient. Yeah, I do have 8 mil to transfer, so let me do that. Oh my god, my fucking inventory, dude. Ugh. Oh, man. The absolute state of my inventory, dude. Well, the benefit of ults at the moment is there's so much mixed info about them. The main benefit this day and age is closet progression by doing corridors and getting mana stones and enhancement stones from running Ascension Trial. These are the main perks of having ults. You can do dungeons with them, but if you want to do that, you will need to push them to like at least somewhat endgame. I'm entitled to at least have that 8 million. Sure, I'll drop it on the ground. Just come pick it up. It's funny. 3 artifacts. Yep. I mean... Bruh. Okay, cool. I mean, like, even 3 artifacts is fine. Like, any progression is good progression, you know? Yeah, you see the UI on my channel, it got reset. Like, for some reason, when the power grid died, and I crashed, it reset all of the settings of every character. Yeah, though it's a nightmare. Yeah, they need to do something about the bound mats. Surely people are bitching about this, right? Was Middle Rush released in Season 2? Yeah, but it was a different Middle Rush. Like, initially we had a shitty, small, flight-based Middle Rush hunter that everyone fucking hated. And they eventually just removed it from the game, and then they added this one. Okay, we're not creating ults. You can not make them, but the thing is, like, specifically closet progression, you kinda really have to go through the AP dissolving, like the AP gear dissolving path. And the easiest way to do that is by doing what I'm doing right now. So, like, the thing is, you don't need to, like, push ults very much, right? You just need to get them to, like, around 2k if you just want to do low Rashanta, 3k if you want to do mid Rashanta. And, like, that's it. Which is pretty easy to reach. Like Lost Ark? Nah, not like Lost Ark. Like, what I'm doing right now takes me 6 minutes per ult per week, basically. But it's still the best way to progress your closet. You know what I mean? Yeah, 6 minutes. Because there's 3 corridors and they're each 2 minutes. I mean, I guess it depends on, like... It depends on the frequency at which your faction captures artifacts, so it's not fixed, right? It could be anywhere between 0 to, like, 12 minutes, I guess. But, like, this corridor stuff is literally taking me, like, 6 minutes per rotation. And the return on investment is massive. Because it's basically the only reliable way to get closet progression. Won't there be all 3 Abyss? The Abyss are going to release, like, over time. If it's the same as Taiwan and Korea. Yeah, like, corridors used to be... Was it 10 minutes? Or was it 5? Because I think they loaded twice, right? But yeah, it used to be a lot more time, and it was a faction-wide instance. So you had to fight for the mobs with the rest of your faction. But now it's just a solo 2 minutes instance, so like it's pretty easy. 5 minutes? Yeah, okay, there you go. But it was 5 minutes in public. It was pretty bad. It was, yeah, it was pretty bad. Ults are worth it? Yeah. Ults in this game are really low investment, both in terms of time and effort. Huge gain. You gain Abyss points? Yeah. Basically, think of this like the barracks from AION2. So these are the dungeons you get for winning the siege that give you AP. And then on your ult, you use that AP to buy abyssal skins, like abyssal equipment. And when you dissolve abyssal equipment, like when you dissolve regular gear, you have a 10% chance to get the skin from it. When you dissolve a piece of abyss equipment, you have a 100% chance to get the skin. And you also get some AP back. So when you farm AP, and you use it to buy gear to dissolve to get skins, you're getting a lot of skins with just a tiny bit of AP, right? And because AP is a finite resource, you don't really want to use it on your main. So that's why you farm those on your ults to use that AP to get those skins. And then all of those skins that you get, they go into your closet. And then you go back on your main and you combine them in the Gamba system, and when you combine them, you get skins that you don't have, right? I mean, I'll show you in just a second. Are these dungeons like the Dragonine one? Now they're more like the barracks. You know, like the Myron, stuff like that. Except it's just a solo dungeon in where you kill mobs to get AP, instead of having to kill a boss to get relics. I would like to ask something if you don't mind. Yeah, go ahead. Your gold mine of information. You know why, Pojo? Because I actually played a video game. Crazy, right? It's crazy how much more information you're able to provide to people when you actually play the fucking game you're covering. More than you can ever use on gear. I mean, you still don't want to use the AP for closet progression on your main though, because like you have more AP allowance, but a lot of that allowance is going into buying medals, right? And then the rest of your allowance is going into having to save up to buy high commander gear, which is like really high AP amounts. And then you also have to use AP to enhance your abyss gear with potential, and so on and so forth, right? So this is still the best way to get closet progression, because you don't want to use AP, like waste AP on stuff like that on your main. Finish my growth support, I'm not really sure what to do. I roll all my skills on Deva Rings because I was still I can transfer. Well, Kizu, great thing you asked. You can go on my YouTube channel. I literally just released a video that goes over everything you should do after you're done with your growth progression. Like a step-by-step of what you should be doing after you're done with your growth progression. So just check out my YouTube channel, and like one of the latest videos is going to be that. It's going to be a lot of information overload, so just take it one step at a time, right? But everything is there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hell yeah. I prefer listening to streamers who sit around and yap while having characters at 3k. Damn, you're talking shit, Anchovy. Thanks to the growth, now they are sitting with 4.2k now. In a snow area instead. It's so much better. What's killing monsters in the Abyss counting as Abyss rating? Isn't as dumb? Yeah, I don't disagree, Femilka. I think they need to remove the Abyss ranking points from killing monsters, personally. But yeah, that's just how it is. I'll get back to you after the video then. Yeah, Godspeed. It's a long one, but yeah. It's gonna be worth it. You always forget to say it. I mean, I say it during the videos. And sub with Twitch Prime. True, do that actually. Yo, any primers in the chat? We are one sub away from 100. Crazy work. And thanks for the follow, Domino61. Also came from that video here on Twitch. Well, there you go. Bro, okay, hold on. I'm holding on. See, I just had to ask. Yo, chat, he fell for the bait. Alright, that's it. I can end stream now. Yo, Pojo, thanks for the sub, buddy. Appreciate it. You can now enjoy the large panel of emotes made by me. And yes, I make all of my emotes. And thanks for the follow, Bugsy. Are you counting on people watching the whole thing? Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, but I'm not gonna ask people to like and subscribe before the video starts, you know? And I'm not gonna do the cringe thing with like the pop-up of like the finger that clicks the sub button. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. Alright. Fizzle time. Thanks for the follow. SCV has gone wild. Information is worth a $5. I appreciate the thought. I'm going to release the video and the date of the leak from the global. I'm subscribed like videos. Date of the leak from a... I mean... These are kind of low-hanging fruit video. Like, my videos are more so focused on, like, actual information that pertains to the game itself, you know what I mean? I'm not really interested in making, like, those types of, like, low-hanging fruit type videos. Yeah. So, like, I want to make, like, guides, like dungeon guides, content guides, system guides, and like opinion-based, like opinion videos and stuff like that, you know? More so than, guys, here are the latest information about the monetization in the game, you know? Like, I just want to focus on stuff that pertains to the game directly, you know? The din donk is broken for me. Well, it's working for me. Feed cam content when? What the fuck did that come from? At best, you're going to get a lizard cam when I eventually buy one. A very common suggestion, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'll get an Aki monitor eventually, and maybe I'll do like a cam on stream when that happens. But if it does happen, it's gonna be like after global. I'm gonna wait to move houses before I do that. Alright, that should be the last one. Yep. Alright, on to the next one. Why do you break down the skins? Alright, let me go over this again. So, there is something called the collection system. And the collection system, the way it works is basically every time you get a new skin for a specific slot, it increases the base stat of that specific slot up to a certain amount, right? So like if you get a weapon, you get more attack from your weapon. If you get a chest piece, you get more defense from a chest piece, right? So when you break down a regular piece of equipment, you have a 10% chance to acquire that skin, right? But when you break down a piece of a base equipment, you have a 100% chance to get the skin from it. And you also get some of the AP back from it, which means that when you break down a piece of a base equipment, you are able to break down another one with the AP you get back, right? So basically what I'm doing is I'm farming the baseline, like corridor, like abyssal corridor content to get a bit of AP on my ults, because AP is a finite resource on my main, so I don't want to do that on my main. And I use that AP to buy abyssal gear, to break down into skins, and then all of these skins go into my closet, and then I will go on my main, and through the combining system, I'm going to gamble all of these skins to get skins I don't have and increase my closet progression. And that is why I'm doing this, because this is the best way to get closet progression. The cynical person will say I should make a video about this, but guess what? I will. Thing is, I'm just waiting to know for sure that global is gonna get that system, and I'm waiting to make sure that this specific method of completing your closet is still gonna work on global. Because like this is functionally the last thing that you actually need an ult for. Like, you actually straight up need ults for this. I think you should make a video about all the videos you're going to make. True. You know what? Okay. New idea, Raiden. I'm going to make a tier list of all of the videos I haven't made yet. Now that is what I call slop. Hell yeah. Make sure to stretch the video to like 30 minutes. Put an ad every 10 seconds. Yeah. I can just retire after that. How many ults minimum? I'm going to run like the maximum amount of ults, because like there's no diminishing return on this right now. Like what I'm doing right now, as many characters as you have is as much as you're going to be able to do like this shit to get closet progression, right? So on global, I'm just going to make 7 ults off rip just to prepare for this specifically. Because the earlier you get started on your closet progression, the better, because that shit takes long. Where do I put my credit card? In the square hole. That is unironically my favorite meme ever. It's a pretty good one. I need to change the mount of my ult actually. Hold up. I didn't pay 18 euros to not use this mount, alright? Alright. That is the one thing I swiped for, and I'm gonna use it. Okay, I'm about to get zerged. Well, maybe not. Okay, they don't give a shit. Did you say 80? No, I say 18. Thank God it's not 80. Could you fucking imagine? 180? Yeah, definitely. Guys, I paid $1 million for this mount. This game is cooked. Get Doom Shield to 15 and just spam that easy 60k AP. Well, you see, here's the funny thing, Timus. I don't have enough Stigma Shards on this character to get anything to level 15. So, yeah. I mean, this is fine, though. Yeah. How do you know which corridors in Abyss you can enter? Whichever one your faction won. Like, you get corridors because of your faction winning the artifact war. Is it essential to start your ult on Essential Trial as soon as possible because it's the best weekly counter for resources? I mean, you just want to get through it like every week, right? On the highest level you can stomach. Now, the breaking point I have found is like 2.5k. That's like the best return on investment, at least right now. But yeah, like the more you do, the better, because like. You get mana stones, you get enhancement stones, you get some Kina. And like, I've basically never had to buy mana stones on the auction house because I get all of them through running Essential Trial on all my ults, right? You don't use your Abyss point to buy Stigmas, do you? Not on my ults now. Like, my ults are purely spending their Abyss point for closet progression, that's it. On my main, yeah, my main has 10 Stigmas to level 20. Like, I'm done with the Stigma progression on my main. Like, the thing is, if you want to do Stigma progression on your ult, like, just do it through the unstable Stigma Shards you get from Essential Trial and running dungeons. It's gonna be enough for an ult, you know? If you do your Essential Trial on ult, you will get enough, yeah. Like, I do have a fuck ton of unstable Stigma Shards on my ult, actually, that I could morph, but I'm not doing it because it costs Kina. Yeah. Like, these characters are stuck in just the feeding gulag. They will never move forward with progression. But what if I want 10 level 20 Stigmas on my ults too? Well, you see, Raiden. Don't. Finally, Chromie got 5 artifacts? Yeah, I saw. Crazy work. Will the battlefield be the same now on the global? Probably yes. I would assume so, because they retired the previous battlefield for this one. So I'm assuming that we'll have the equalized PvP stuff on global from the get-go. Like, I would not be surprised if we have both the 10v10 and the battle royale on global, like, off rip. And I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually equalize arena PvP too. Can complete the first 4 bolts. I mean, you just wait for like whatever boost system they put in place if you eventually want to like juice your ults a bit. But my ults need full Splendid Horn Dragon gear too. True. But look, Raiden, sky's the limit. The only thing stopping you from having full Horn Dragon gear on all of your characters is a small loan of $1 million. Can you repeat what ults are mainly for? Oh boy. Essential Trial and Corridors. Do you want me to go through all of the spiel about the skin stuff again, or are we good on that? Missing a post range level 20? Yeah. You need 10 to level 20, but just on your main, right? You don't need that on an alt. Do you have any information about the following presentations? I would like more information about global. About the following presentations, I like more information about global. I mean, if you have a specific question, I might be able to answer you. But the thing about global is we don't know too much about specifics of global, right? I spent all of my money on your stream. That means you should get my Ultron Dragon gear, right? Well, here's the funny thing, Raiden. If I account for all of the donations you've made, I probably would not even be able to buy a whole dragon weapon. Well, actually, I might be able to buy like one or two. I think for the first time, they recommend to make ults right away, or it can be made later on. I would say the earlier the better, but like if you're a new player, like just focus on having fun, like first and foremost. Like don't take this as a job, right? I'm just saying that optimally, yeah, just make them as early as possible, but broadly speaking, if I'm gonna be honest, anything that has to do with season 1 as a whole, so like the first 2 months, can you get some meaningful progression during it? Yes. It's not gonna be the most meaningful though, right? So you can fuck around for the most part at the beginning. 81 each, I guess, yeah. Fun in my video game? Oh, your ults, yeah. Alright, this is the last batch, chat. So we are about to do a big gumba. Are you guys ready for the big gumba? Today is the day I get my High Commander Mace skin. It's today, alright? It's happening. I don't want to hear about it. For the first 2 months, you play on main character, and after you can make the ults. Like, as I said, the earliest, the better. But if you just want to fuck around and have fun at the beginning, you can. And it's not gonna be, like, horribly impactful, assuming that season 1 is gonna be the same, right? You're going to get the same pieces for the 9th time. I mean, on my last Gamba, like I did my last Gamba off stream. I didn't even get a single piece of orange gear, so I'm due for some luck, you know? So surely, shit's gonna go down. I'm just going to dissolve all of this shit. Yeah, don't really give a shit. Just throw it all in the blender. Just give me the skins. And Kina Weasley will be more than fine with one character, yeah. Like, season 1 is not gonna be as important. Like me, I'm gonna go hard because I intend on, like, actually just bleeding the game, like, raw on global. But, you know, and, like, I will make videos that will tell you what is the optimal start and everything, but, you know, ultimately it's a fucking video game, and, like, progression in season 1 is pretty fucking chill. So, yeah. Alright, that is it for this character. It's time, chat. Will this be the one that is going to give me the High Commander Mace? Only crafted gear on global. I mean, you say that, but actually, probably. Do you think bots will flop the game? That's entirely up to management, Familka. That is NCSoft and their problem. So, hopefully not. But TBD, right? 72 golds, alright. That is gonna be a lot of gambling. One more. Alright. We are sending it. Okay, one orange. Ooh, I got this. That's a pretty cool skin. Pretty cool. Alright, High Commander Mace. Okay, you know what? At this point, it doesn't even have to be the High Commander Mace. Just give me something new. Like, I've been getting some shit luck on my orange, like, skin gambas, dude. Just give me something new. Okay, well, it's shit, but it's new. I'll take it. Let's see what we get on this one. Okay, 1 orange. More new skins. Oh yeah, I got a new mace skin. Cool. More attack. And oop. Well, it's a helmet. At least it's new. Well, I think it's Jova for the High Commander mace. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Okay, I got 2 gold maces. That's pretty good. In terms of like attack progression, that's pretty decent. Do you think bots are going to buy early access? Bots will go wherever money is, right? So maybe, but I think like the thing with the early access servers is you don't need to buy the pack to play on them, because after the early access is over, regular players will be able to make characters on it. So maybe we won't have bots at the very beginning, but after the 5 days have passed, we will. Alright, so the skin I just got, let's see, I don't think I have the full skin, but I think I have most of it now, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, this is the skin I just got. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Who's going to play on the server where people are a week ahead of them when the option of a fresh server is there? People will do that. People did it on Throne, so people will do it on this, right? Like, no doubt about it. Alright. And I got... I mean, I do like the Ebony skin, you know? Like, the Ebony mace skin is actually quite decent, in my opinion. And I got this shit. Yeah, this is just straight fucking shit from an ass. Yeah. Yeah. I do like this though, you know. I do like the bonus skin. Do you know a good channel per any chance it's for getting good hotbar for PvP? I mean, Arthur's plays channel and he streams. So he streams pretty often. So if you catch his stream and you ask him to show you his hotbar, he'll do it. I'll play with friends? Yeah. If I can give you one piece of advice, chat. One piece of advice for global. Do not play on the big streamer servers. Don't do it. Do not play on the community servers. Do not play on the streamer servers. Run as far away from them as possible. And thank me later. Alright. Who is he? I can just like link to his stream or something. Hold up. And that includes me, by the way. Don't come on my server, don't do anything. Like, I will not be saying which server I go on to anyone, and I'm not going to make a community legion or anything, because I know how bad it is for both the server, the game, and the players involved. Just play with your friends, find a community of players to play with, and stay as far as possible from there. There you go. That's his stream, Tyson. Like, he streams pretty often. Alright, anyways, chat, fellas, people of the internet, I'm gonna be done for today. A bit of an emergency stream, right? After, like, for people who don't know, I was streaming earlier today, and the power grid of my town went up in flames, so I lost power for like 4 hours. So, as soon as we got an emergency generator, I was able to stream again, so yeah, that's why, like, I usually don't stream late on Wednesday, so yeah, there you go. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna be done for now, so thanks for watching today. Thanks for the subs, the resubs, the follows, and everything in between. And make sure to follow the channel on both Twitch and YouTube if you haven't already. And make sure to jump on my Discord to be made aware of my whereabouts. And for the time being, that's gonna be it for me. So GG's, have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a good night if you're also from EU. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for an early stream. Like, we're gonna be doing some old card farming early on, and then Cardrix reclears. So yeah. See ya then.